At work, the groceries, the cleanups, the meltdowns, the doctor's visits, the family events, mealtimes, bedtimes. I take care of all the things everyone else needs. But I haven't made time to take care of what I need.
Family caregivers are often overloaded. It can feel overwhelming and exhausting. It's no surprise that millions of caregivers experience symptoms of anxiety and depression every year. But help is available, because there may only be one you, but you don't have to do it alone. Head to mentalhealthcareworks.org. That's mentalhealthcareworks.org to learn how to get the support you deserve, because mental health care works when you make the call. If you're experiencing a mental health crisis or thoughts of suicide, dial 988, a message from the American Psychiatric Association Foundation.
Join the movement. Listen to the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha and W269DL Milwaukee, the locally owned Good Karma brand station. The place for the realest conversations.
I appreciate United Garden Homes for stopping through with a check for $2,000.
Yes.
Some people came through anonymously.
Yes.
Dropped off money. The family has received those funds. And whatever you can do, if everybody do a little, nobody has to do a lot.
The movement continues.
What are some of the conditions in the jail that got people upset, like the living conditions on a day-to-day basis?
We'll come out our cell at 11 o'clock in the morning. We'll get food and we'll get medication. So that shortens the time. Out of those 2 hours, we'll probably get an hour out, and then we'll have to lock back down. And by lock back down, I mean we stay in our cell. We get fed in our cell. We don't come out our cell at all, and that's pretty much the biggest problem. And they simply say that they're short-staffed, but that's not enough, because they knew that they were going to be short-staffed. Like, this has been a problem for over 2 years now.
The marathon continues.
There's never been a better time to make change in the city of Milwaukee, starting with the youth. And we talked about the housing. Willie Hines, y'all boy Willie Hines, and they trying to change the leadership over there. We got our hands full, and it's not the time. But we got attorney B. Ivy Lamar on the lines right now, calling from the courthouse. How you doing, attorney B. Ivy Lamar?
Hey, what's going on, Tory? I'm good, man. Happy to be here.
Joining me on the lines, Dr. Umar Johnson. How you doing, brother, Dr. Umar Johnson?
Peace and Pan-Africanism, good brother, Black Power, to all my brothers and sisters in Milwaukee, Kenosha, Green Bay, Racine, and across the state of Wisconsin.
Yo, peace, King. I'm going to stand with you and walk with you, brother.
God bless you.
Because I think it's an important thing, what you're doing, and you need to have the support of the community. Regardless if we live in these areas or not, it all affects us in one way or shape or form.
It's time for that action and all the smoke. This is the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association award-winning Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and streaming live on YouTube.
Man, best show in the world, bro. You got the best show in the world. I hope you know that, man.
God bless you, brother. I appreciate that.
Big up to you both. Thank you so much. Tory, you spoke to my kids. Liz, you did too. But you spoke to my kids, and when I tell you both that they was talking about what we did earlier that morning all day, that's literally what they was doing. They was talking about it all day. My son was just hollering,
awesome.
Where's Tory? Like,
I wanted to make sure that I let you know that to hear a person and have a person like you in this community, the way that you are selfless, the way that you give, even when your cup is not even full, you are filling other people's cup. And that just inspires me to want to make sure that I help you the best way that I can by doing my part.
As always, my good brother, stay cool, stay calm, stay focused.
Now, live from the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is the king of talk radio, Tory Lowe.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready. ready. 101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. And I'm here for the action.
And nothing but that action.
And I want all the smoke.
Who wants the smoke today?
Salute to all my brothers and sisters on the front lines. The marathon continues.
The movement continues.
How y'all doing out there in Radio Land? How y'all doing in the chat? We got another powerful show for you today. So I'm gonna need y'all to open up your ears, okay? Thank you for joining me this Friday, February 27, 2026. Who we got in the chat today? SE, Cyber King, Mike, Jeff in the chat. Kawanda is in the chat. Salute, salute, salute. Josh is in the chat. Not Really a City Girl. Salute to Not Really a City Girl in the chat. Sincere Runny Ray Real in the chat today. Hey, look, if y'all ain't joining the chat, hey, y'all missing out on a whole part of the show, a whole nother part of the show. Get in the chat. Lori Patterson is in the chat. Salute, Lori. Thank you for joining the show today. Hey, look, we got a lot to talk about this Friday. We're going to try to get to it. We're going to try to get to all of it. But I do want to start the show out. We're starting to organize the big Tory Lowe community cleanup. And I'll say this, I am excited. I am excited for the community cleanup this year. Right now, we're registering everybody. Salute to Marty for joining the chat. I just want to get everybody early. I want to get everybody organized early because I want 3 of the worst areas in the city. I want 3 of the worst areas in the city. Now, we already got 1 area. We need 2 more areas. We need 2 more areas. I need Truth Nation. If you hit me up in the chat. If I'm talking about, we're going to have a lot of people out this year. Let's tackle some of the areas that need the most attention. Let's tackle those areas, because like I said, this is what we do every year. This is annual. This is the 5th annual Truth Community Cleanup, and I've been doing this for 17 years. But we've been 5 years on the air, and salute to Truth Nation for everybody that have came out through the years to help out with the community. I appreciate it. I requested for 5 churches to volunteer this year. I think we got 2 or 3. I think we're still looking for 5. But if it's more than 5, that's fine. But at least 5. 5. I need the Saints. I need the Saints to come marching in. When the Saints come marching in, okay? When the Saints start marching in, see, we got to make sure that we are doing these things, and making sure that we have all the different aspects of the community involved. And I think that the last couple years, I didn't see a lot of the churchgoers. Many times a lot of people really, criticize the church. And I'm from the church, so I'm the biggest church critic. I am. I was a deacon in church when I was 15 years old. They handed me the keys to the church. And I was, dedicated. I was dedicated to it. But when I look at what's going on and sometimes I see the absence of certain concepts that I was taught, it just kind of get on my nerves. I'm going to be honest with you, it just get on my nerves when I don't see the church involved in certain things. It don't have to be my stuff, It don't have to be nothing I'm doing. But I do see a lot, and I do get around, and I do have to deal with some of the issues, some of the plights in my community. And when I don't see the church, I'll be like, hey, it just, it does a little something to me. I ain't gonna even lie. I'm just being honest. It's just one of those things in my that kind of hits me the wrong way. But instead of me, not extending the opportunity, I'm going to extend the opportunity for my brothers and sisters in the faith to come out this year and join the community cleanup. Once again, this is a chance to get out in the neighborhood, fellowship, network, and do some real work out on the block. I'll tell you this, it's nothing like it. It's nothing like it. And once we're all done, we always gather together to eat lunch. Salute to our food sponsors. We're gathering all the information right now. So when we start putting things out there, I want to make sure that we're up to speed on what's happening and the locations. And everybody, every church that's getting involved this year, I want them to come on the show. Every business that gets involved, I want them to come on the show, talk about why they're getting involved, why they're getting active. This is something that's big in my heart. A lot of people, when they say they want to do what I'm doing, I say I started out cleaning up the neighborhoods. I came home from Iowa and Minnesota, and it looked like a garbage can on the north side. And it's still, to certain degrees, it still do. You know, people just tossing trash everywhere. But instead of me complaining about it, I picked up a garbage bag, and me and my son, I still got that first video when I was, on social media asking people to come out and help me clean up the community. Then I started the urban cleanup, the urban cleanup to, if anybody in the neighborhood wanted me to come help them clean their neighborhood, I would come and do that as well. So I got all of that documented. But like I said, it was just the most amazing time that you can possibly have when you talk about community coming together, nobody fussing and fighting. I ain't never seen nobody fight over who was going to pick up the piece of paper. I ain't never seen no argument and no community cleanup. Like, people working, having fun, enjoying themselves, networking. But I have seen many people going from the community cleanup to work together and get some other things done that had something to do with business, that had something to do with other things that they were trying to do. But once you start working together on neutral grounds, hey, what else can we do? And I think that I've seen a lot of people that have met at the cleanups and started doing other things together, because all you want to do is find people that's willing to do the work. And many times that is a neutral way to find out who really wants to do the work. And when you find servants that's willing to serve and get things done, it's nothing like it. There's nothing like it on earth. Some people, they want to be individuals. They want to, they want to, gain the most out of anything that they are doing for themselves. This ain't that. So if you trying to come to the cleanup and, get some individual ideas off the ground, this ain't it. You may want to go try to do something else where you can get the individual spotlight. This is a group, village, repair the village concept that many times we don't get involved in enough of these concepts. And this only benefits the overall community. This is what the community cleanup, once you clean up neighborhoods and things like that, you don't see the effect that the kids can come out. And many times, a lot of these kids come outside, they ain't never seen their community clean. They've never seen it, So when you can see them look at the community and be like, wow, this is where I live, when they see it clean, it's just an amazing feeling to watch. Or just to see a group of people get together and just get things done. And look at the youth, look at the kids. I mean, some of y'all grown folks is like spoiled milk. You got to throw it out. Some of y'all grown folks like spoiled milk. You just got to throw it out. But these kids, they still got the opportunity to grow and thrive, and they need to see great examples of what that look like. And many times when I see the children excited about doing something in their community, getting outside, making a difference, making a change, immediate change, to me, that's powerful. So, like I said, we going to be out April 18th. Hit me up on the Talk to Text. Hit me up in the chat. If you got a church, if you want your church to get involved this year, send us the information. Like I said, we here collecting information, and we're going to make sure that you get the information that you need to help with the big Tory Lowe Truth Community Cleanup this year, April 18th. And we got the Clean Your Hood Challenge. Now, if you can't make the cleanup, we got the Clean Your Hood Challenge, where I challenge those that say they love the block, they love their neighborhood, to get the boys, get the fellas, get the women and children out in their neighborhood, take pictures and send it in. So you can also, if you can't make the cleanup, You can do the Clean Your Hood Challenge. We've been doing this for a long time. We've been doing the Clean Your Hood Challenge for a long time. And understand what I'm saying. All we got to do is act like we love our neighborhoods as much as you say you do, and we gonna come out good. If y'all claiming I came from Burleigh, I came from this. No, let's go back and do something that can help the community look good, have a good time, and also show your pride in your neighborhood. This is powerful for the youth. Hey, look, when we come back, we gonna get into the show, Truth Nation. Stay locked in.
And that's Tory Lowe bringing you all the action and all the smoke.
In 1987, the Bucks took on the world and changed basketball forever.
At stake, basketball supremacy in the United States.
Bucks versus the World, narrated by Charlie Behrens, is the new season of Behind the Bucks podcast, presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. It's the untold story of the 1987 McDonald's Open, when the Bucks became the first NBA team to face the Soviet Union. Listen now on Bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
Hi, this is Sherwin Hughes from 1017 The Truth, and I want to talk to you about something bigger than just buying a house. I'm talking about building a legacy. Owning a home isn't just about four walls and a roof. It's about giving your kids a place where memories are made, where birthdays are celebrated, and where they always belong. It's about planting roots, knowing your neighbors, waving from the porch, and being a part of a community that feels like family. If you've been renting and wondering if home ownership is even possible, Axe Housing is here to work with you. An Axe Housing coach will help you create a plan, a budget, and move step by step toward owning a place you can truly call your own. They've already helped over 4,000 families become homeowners, and many are paying less than they were paying for rent. Don't let where you are today stop your families tomorrow. Start your journey at axehousing.org. That is ACTShousing.org. Your legacy begins at home.
All you have is one chance after an accident, one decision on who to call, one shot to get the help you need. Don't waste it on the one offer you get from your insurance company. Make the one call to Gruber Law Offices. It's the only one you'll need to make. Call us today. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
It's time to plan for kindergarten. Will your child turn 3, 4, or 5 by September 1st? Learn about kindergarten programs and enroll now. Explore schools across the city that offer traditional kindergarten, Montessori, and more. MPS students enjoy art, music, physical education, along with reading, writing, math, and science. Find out about bus transportation and before and after school care. Enroll for fall 2026 by March 2nd. Get the details at mpsmke.com/enroll.
What's up, everybody? March 27th, go get your tickets. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be me, Finesse After the Kumpo, my co-host, Tony C, and Nature Boy. Woo! Ric Flair. It's going to be nice. It's going to be dope. You guys are going to love it. It's going to be an experience, and we're going to have a lot of fun. It's basically a party/podcast.
Yeah, we're throwing a party at the Riverside, March 27th, TALiveshow.com. Who's the guest again? Can I get a woo? Woo! With Ric Flair. Can't wait.
See you guys.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Who you gonna call when the landlord say you gotta go? Who you gonna call when the rent due and you short on the dough? Who you gonna call when the police kicking in the door? When they kicking in the door, I was sitting on the floor. They took my daddy and my brother, left my mama with no hope. My big sister said, let's call Tory Lowe. Cause when you go through it, he gon' go through it with you. A real solid dude to stand on business. He ain't gon' sit back, he gon' go and get it. He'll be right there when you need him. And you can believe him, he ain't gon' leave you. He don't talk about it, he gon' be about it. He don't talk about it, he gon' be about it. Tory Lowe.
101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. I want to talk about this lawsuit. Salute to Attorney Benjamin Crump for taking this on, because a lot of times when we see people from the past being taken advantage of and robbed out of generational wealth, usually there's no recovery. There's no recovery. So this situation is right on time. It's the end of February, and this is right on time. There's a settlement in the Henrietta Lacks situation where they took her cells. They called them the HeLa cells that they've been using for years in the medical industry. Well, there is a settlement with the Henrietta Lacks estate. If you're watching this, we broadcast live. We got video. Let's listen.
A lawsuit settled by the estate of Henrietta Lacks, and that lawsuit alleged a pharmaceutical giant profited off of her cells, which were taken from her decades ago without her knowledge. Now, this stems from 1951, with Lacks's estate arguing her cells were reproduced in labs to go ahead and enable major medical advancements, including the polio vaccine. Details of this agreement, which was finalized in court in Maryland this month, are not public. The Lacks family and Swiss-based Novartis said in a statement they are pleased that they were able to find a way to resolve this matter outside of court, but they are not commenting any further. Johns Hopkins said it never sold or profited from the cells, but many companies have patented ways of using them.
Okay, well, that's a victory. That's a victory. I started out February talking about all of the inventors, all the black inventors that got swindled and died broke, but yet we are living off of their ideas and their genius and their brilliance, and their family weren't able to even profit from their inventions. Understand what I'm saying? And then it came down to where they took the cells from Henrietta Lacks, and they would use her cell, the genes were used throughout the medical industry. And now in 2026, there's a settlement. There is a settlement for the family. I mean, I wonder how much this got to be worth billions of dollars. They saying they ain't gonna comment on it, but I'm gonna comment with my opinion. How much money you think that they would be the right price to settle this? Because they've been doing God knows what with those sales. And how many other ideas have came from using these sales? I'm wondering, I mean, this could be astronomical. What do you think? Is there a price?
So we have an alleged price, according to...
An alleged price.
Alleged price. Would you like to guess it?
$1 billion.
More.
$1 trillion.
They're saying that if they got the settlement that they deserved, it would have been in the neighborhood of $216 billion.
$216 billion.
I don't think the family got that, but that's what it is allegedly worth.
I think the settlement had to be $1 billion, or just at least $1 billion. Like, because, sometimes when you settle, it's a lot of negotiation going on, you know what I mean? But I'm telling you, like, it had to be, at least on the least side. Now, the top side could be more, but at least $1 billion, at least.
So her HeLa cells are in 110,000 scientific publications. 110,000, Tory. So, yeah, I would say $1 billion's a lot of money, but a couple $100 million for sure.
Well, I'll say this. $1 billion is not a lot of money compared to what they made from those sales.
Exactly.
Okay, so don't come at me like that. Don't come at me. Don't shortchange me, because you probably made, like you said, $200 and something billion. Okay, that's a drop in the bucket, $1 billion for what happened. Okay, so don't come at me. Y'all gonna have to find a way to come out that billy. You know what I mean? And with no taxes. I ain't paying taxes on this either. Once you get the billy, they hit you with the taxes. They may come with it may shrink the amount because Uncle Sam want his slice of the pie.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Hey, like I said, this is powerful. And this is why I want y'all to know that this is why when I get on the air, this is why I say you got to know how powerful you are. They just don't talk about it. They tried to marginalize our efforts in society. What our contribution to society was as so-called blacks, as blacks. And I'll say this, once you start understanding that some of the things that we use every day and the things that we do have came from blacks, inventors, black people creation, and they want to talk down and call somebody the N-word and all that. That's jealousy. That's why y'all shouldn't stop responding to that stuff. Like, unless they trying to do something, like put their hands on you, just keep it moving. Why? Because it's coming out of envy and jealousy. Envy and jealousy. They trying to marginalize you, make you feel that you're less than, when a lot of the things that we're using right now, a lot of the technology, a lot of this is made from black people that invented these things that didn't get the credit. They've always tried to marginalize black in America. But I'm going to tell you right now, this is why I walk with my head up, because I know the truth. This is why I don't take back no words, because I know how powerful we are. This is why I don't play around. Because I know the truth that we have, what our contribution is. Y'all got to walk in y'all contribution to the world. And stop making people think that you're less than who you are, when your forefathers, your ancestors have created societies and have invented things that they didn't even want nobody even know about. They put it to the side and then they used it and they got the generational wealth from it. Understand what I'm saying? You more than entertainers and basketball players and comedians, and those are the areas they'll allow you to have some success. But we were engineers, trades. Boy, let me stop. Like, hey, you can take it however you want to take it, but you need to walk in your greatness. Black History Month is every day. Black History is every day. We making Black History 24 hours a day. Understand what I'm saying? Stop walking and let people make you feel like you less than who you are, when you one of the greatest, some of the greatest people on earth. They say that we came from Africa, but some people was already here. Some people was already in America. Understand what I'm saying? Columbus didn't discover something that people was already here. And if you start digging and looking back, a lot of those notes that they was writing down, they said that those people was dark-skinned. But y'all letting the integration system, y'all reading what they gave you. Y'all reading the history that they gave you, instead of going and doing the real research on what took place. Hey, look, when we come back, we're going to have the Pop Culture Report, Truth Nation. Stay locked in.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Grab the dial and crank it up, baby, because Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee is spinning its Winning Hits collection. Over the next 3 months, you could win a share of over $1 million in prizes. On top of thousands in cash and reward play, you could win one of 3 new Ford vehicles in the grand finale drawings on March 27th. Just play with your rewards card to earn entries. Press play on the Winning Hits collection, only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Many of our most important memories are made at school. But for children like Victoria, the classroom can be a place of fear and isolation. She wore a bandage over her cleft every day, too shy to speak, too afraid to smile. Everything changed after one life-transforming surgery made possible by Smile Train. Today, Victoria's smile lights up her classroom, a symbol of confidence, connection, and new beginnings.
Due to stigma, children with untreated clefts often miss out on school entirely. But thanks to Smile Train, students like Victoria are stepping into the classroom, raising their hands, and finding their voice. Smile Train partners with local experts to support with free cleft surgeries and other comprehensive care, empowering children to thrive in school and in life. Let's help every child walk into the classroom with confidence. Visit smiletrain.org/learn.
Dad's gonna be far side, good.
What should I do with my dress? Do little wiggles.
The slate's coming in. What does it feel like when you're down or having a bad day?
It feels sad, like you just don't want to do anything.
All my little emotions in my head is just running crazy. I don't know what to do.
As a teacher or coach, do you ever feel overwhelmed supporting kids' mental health?
I had never experienced players being so down that they can't even participate.
He's just in tears in the huddle. I didn't know what to do.
Teachers need tons of help.
Kids Mental Health Foundation offers educational materials to help guide conversations with our students.
It's so important that we are constantly educating ourselves.
It's the same as the CPR class to me. We're trying to save a life here.
The Kids Mental Health Foundation has free tools and information developed by experts because kids' mental health starts with all of us. Scan the QR code or check out kidsmentalhealthfoundation.org to get started. This Truth Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Nazir Spencer. The Milwaukee Bucks are back at it again tonight versus the New York Knicks. After beating the Cavs on Wednesday, the Bucks have won 8 out of their last 10 games. Doc Rivers on the momentum shift.
It makes you feel like you can win. When you lose a bunch of games in a row and the game's just tight, you start thinking about losing. We felt like we're going to win this game somehow. Like you can feel that. 8 out of 10 is phenomenal with this group. With no Giannis, take that all day.
Bucks tip-off is at 7 at the Pfizer. The Brewers are still in Phoenix for spring training, coming off another win against the Rangers, 5-1. Their next matchup is against the Chicago White Sox. In college hoop, the Badger men's team struggled against the Oregon Ducks on Wednesday, losing 85-71. They take on Washington on Saturday at 3 p.m. Marquette plays DePaul on Sunday at 3, and UWM in their last regular season game of the year. The Panthers ended up defeating Youngstown State 78-65. I'm Nazir Spencer, and this is the True Sports Update powered by ESPN Milwaukee.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
When you call 911 and the cops don't come, or you call the paramedics and they didn't make it, the dig trying to cover up for one of their own, or one of your kids go missing, you better go find them. When a detective won't investigate, take the case to Lowe, the one you trust when you can't trust the system. That's Tory Lowe, the one who got his feet on the ground and his ear to the street. When you just need someone to advocate on your behalf, Tory Lowe.
101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show, Pop Culture Report. Hey, look, we got a lot to talk about, Nazir Spencer in studio.
We do.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I want to start off today talking about the Bucks, because we ain't talking about the Bucks in a minute.
They've been on a little winning streak.
8 out of 10 the past 10 games.
And I said this on ESPN, on KBN. I said that what if the Bucks go on a 10-game winning streak?
Yeah, or close
to. Well, I said 10, but they 8-2. So
right.
I kind of was like, okay, what if they go on a 10-game winning streak? Will we see Giannis?
Okay.
Or if we had a chance to get to the playoffs, will we see Giannis?
Yeah.
So they thought at the time that this was just
it's crazy,
ridiculous conversation. That's why when I go over there after the show, because today I'll be Tory Lowe Friday over on ESPN.
Yeah.
When I leave the show, I'll be over there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, hey, I didn't get the 10 in a row, but I got 8-2.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. Tory Lowe predicting stuff over here.
I did. I called it, but like I said, when do we see Giannis at a certain point?
You say he ain't coming back.
Okay, he ain't coming back. But what if they got a chance?
I think he's coming back.
Okay, all I'm saying is, what if these young bloods fight their way into a situation?
Playing. Hey.
Will Giannis mess up the chemistry at that point?
No.
I'm just saying,
they want to play with him.
What I'm saying is, how did this look?
So here's what I got. If the Bucks make, this is a bold take on the Tory Lowe Show right now. Okay, if the Bucks somehow get this 8 seed, okay, to get that 8 seed, they'd have to make the play-in. They could end in the top 10 in the East, right?
Mm-hmm.
You win that first game in the play-in, then you got to play a second play-in game to get to that 8 seed.
Mm-hmm.
If they get that 8 seed and they play the Pistons, because I'm sure the Pistons will win the East for the regular season, I really like our chances. I do. And a lot of people
against the Pistons?
I love that. I love that matchup. With a healthy Giannis, I love it. I do. You know why?
I'm not afraid of nobody if Giannis is healthy.
That's what I'm saying. So the Pistons, we historically own the Pistons.
Right.
Right? Maybe not in the 80s because, bad boy Pistons.
Right.
But since then, the Bucks have literally owned them. Pistons fans know this too. So all I'm saying is this. Let Giannis come back healthy, no leg, no calf problems no more. With the young core with shooters around him, less minutes for, some other players that maybe don't need to be on the court, and more minutes for Giannis. I don't think he's going to mess up the chemistry. I think he's going to boost those people. Because they came in Milwaukee play with Giannis. Let's be real here. Right? So if he is able to make the playoffs as an 8 seed and play the Cavs, or not the Cavs, the Pistons, I like our chances.
Well, I'll say this. The Bucks are unpredictable right now.
Right.
They don't have a blueprint.
That's what I'm saying.
Nobody knows how to really who's going to do what. You got 3 players on the Bucks right now that can score.
Yep.
You add Giannis into the mix. I mean, what does that look like? Because right now, nobody can tell who's going to do what.
Yeah, I agree.
But then you get Giannis in there, and he got to get his 30. He got to. So now they got. I believe that they got the Giannis package for the Bucks.
Yeah.
So when they come in town, it's Giannis. All we got to do is this. If we gonna beat the Bucks and Giannis is on the floor, this is all we got to do. But now you got some shooters or some real scorers on the team right now.
Yeah.
That could make up the balance right there.
Look, their starting lineup would look nice too. It'd be KPJ at the 1, Rollins at the 2. You can alternate Green and Kuzma and Jang for the 3, Giannis at the 4, and Turner at the 5. It all comes into place what John Horst wanted to put together. And I think that's what people got to start realizing. Like, that starting lineup could be really nice come to playoff time. And, with these guys, these guards of ours, these young guards of ours playing out of their mind recently this month, you got to think, man, once they get Giannis back, those numbers, especially those playmaking numbers, they're going to go up a lot. So,
Josh in the chat says, I don't like our chances against Detroit.
I love our chances.
Cunningham is going crazy this year.
That's
if Giannis not in the mix, Bucks ain't doing nothing.
Listen, if Cade and Duren are at the top of their game, obviously, yes, we might not stand a great chance. But I like you said, if we get Giannis, a top 3 player in the world, what is there to be scared of? Not the Pacers, I'll be scared of.
I'll say this. The one thing about the what I like about these young Bucks players is that they hungry.
That's what I'm saying.
And a lot of these, players that are shining right now, a lot of teams gave up on them. So they got a chip on their shoulder. They playing with a chip on their shoulder.
Yeah.
And I like when somebody, when you got that chip on your shoulder, you more focused.
Right.
And sometimes people, when they get them NBA contracts, them large NBA contracts,
that's true.
They kind of fall back, a little bit. But these young, they ain't got no huge. This might be their last shot.
I'm saying, yeah.
So they balling out.
Yeah, they're hooping.
Hey,
man.
I'm trying to tell you, I like to see the product right now. On the court with the Bucks. 8-2.
Yeah. Hey, I can say proudly that I didn't give up on them, man. It was a struggle for a little bit there to watch them play because they were still trying to figure it out. Wondering if Doc was the right choice as coach. I mean, you got to figure it out eventually, right? So I'm happy to see they're doing something.
Okay, well, you saying that Doc is doing his coaching thing. Is this more on Doc's coaching or more on these players looking at an opportunity to, stay, alive with their, NBA careers? I don't know.
I personally think it's the players. They look like they're playing a completely different game since the All-Star break. Even before the All-Star break, they was looking like they wanted to start to win finally. That's not a doc on Doc Rivers, but I just think the players are serious now. They really want to get to it.
Right. So. And I think that many times when you get your shot,
right,
when you get playing time, when you feel like, okay, I got the green light,
right,
I'm about to go crazy.
I'm telling you, I cannot wait. Hey, by the way, they play the Knicks tonight. What can somebody tell me what a Knick is? Because I don't know what a Knick is.
I thought the Knickerbockers was a sneaker.
Okay.
Like, I think it was a shoe.
A shoe? Okay. So it was a basketball shoe.
It was something. It was a tennis shoe or something. The New York Knickerbockers. Knickerbockers used to be like a shoe.
I don't know the history.
Do they still make them, Andrew?
Because I don't know.
No.
I don't know the history behind that name at all. So that's a good history lesson. We play the Knicks tonight, by the way. So
here we go.
This could be a very interesting
Quick fact
game.
check: Knickerbocker is somebody who is from New York City.
Oh,
not a shoe.
Was it a shoe?
It's a guy, or
it's just a person who lives in New York.
Okay. I thought it was a shoe.
Okay. All right. Well.
Okay. So a Knickerbocker.
I guess that's his name. Last name sounding like German.
That's getting too close to the N word.
Yeah.
To be honest.
It's kind of scary. I don't know, but
Andrew, don't say it. Don't pronounce it and slip up.
Yeah, don't say it too fast.
I thought Knickerbockers was like some kind of shoe or something, but I guess it's a New Yorker.
Yeah, okay, that's cool. I like that.
Okay,
I like that. Okay, I get it. But, more news in the Pop Culture Report. Bill Clinton testifies he had no idea of Jeffrey Epstein's sex crimes. What's going on with the Clintons this week, man?
Dude,
and
I'm telling you.
Bill Gates, Bill Clinton.
Hold on, let me tell you something. The Clintons, they're putting on a master class. Look, and I know that this is, they tell you to, comply when they get you in custody or when you're under investigation.
Yeah.
And they'll tell you, if you listen to me, and do what I ask you to do, you'll go home. And many times you don't go home.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
But the Clintons,
what's wrong with them?
They know the game.
They are the game.
You looking at a master class.
Oh man.
On what to really do when you get caught up in some mess. Like you looking at geniuses, people that know that got high-powered attorneys.
Yeah.
Because they missed the first section. When the committee meeting, the subcommittee meeting, the congressional meeting, they missed that.
Yeah.
Then they even had them, do it in private. They didn't even. I don't think it's video footage of the questioning.
Yeah.
No,
I don't think
it's
so.
not.
Yeah.
So you're looking at a master class on how the extremely wealthy or those with power can move around the system and know exactly what to deny. I don't recall.
Oh, man.
You up in there telling everything. You up in there trying to, giving it, no, you up in there telling, you talking, you saying all kinds of stuff.
Okay.
And they using it against you. Man. Well, you looking at the Clintons, you can't use nothing they say against them because they can't recall, they don't know, they don't remember.
Hillary says she never even met him.
I ain't never even met this person.
That's crazy. I'm like, oh, you ain't ever met Jeffrey Epstein? I don't know about that, but hey.
Hey, I see it as hey, look.
I see it as a win.
When you look at somebody that know how to work the system, and the Clintons know how to work the system on the highest level.
Oh yeah.
I understand what I'm saying. This is a master class.
Well, this is just pro work right here. This
that's
is
what I'm saying. It's a work of art.
They're politicians, so they
I'm
do
trying
this for
to
a
tell
living.
you, this is what they do.
Man. So you think the dominoes continue to fall like this? Because I'm seeing, people starting to come out saying stuff all week. We talked about Bill Gates on Monday.
Right.
Bill Clinton today. I know Hillary was on yesterday or something like that. Man,
Prince Andrew, a former U.S. ambassador,
that was earlier
UK ambassador to the U.S.
I'm starting to see, we've only seen one person get arrested. Well, a big person get arrested so far.
But what I'm saying is, this is what, when you ever get under investigation, go back and watch what the Clintons just did.
Man,
because you might squeak through.
You might get off. It might not work for us though.
But you ain't got that. You ain't got the knowledge they got. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That you got to get the knowledge. You can't just walk in there without. That's why I say watch the master class.
You think the attorneys
watch the master class that's being going on. Do your research and to see what they did, and then if you ever get under investigation. Look at Bill and Hillary Clinton because they got pictures. He was at their wedding.
That's what I'm saying. What you mean you never met her?
She was at their wedding.
Look, hey, she lying under. Hey,
Maxwell was at the wedding.
She ain't even go get sued for it. That's crazy.
She was a plus one at
man,
the daughter's wedding.
I mean, granted, maybe she didn't talk to him, but what's the likely chances of that? Whatever.
Hey. I know I can't get to the wedding. I couldn't get to Hillary Clinton's daughter with Chelsea Clinton.
Yeah.
I couldn't go. I'm not even close enough to get a plus one.
Man. What's the point of lying about it, man? It is what it is.
Hey, look, we come back. More Pop Culture Report, Truth Nation. Stay locked in.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. On Wednesday night, the Milwaukee Panthers wrap up their regular season schedule as they host conference foe, the Youngstown State Penguins, at Milwaukee Panthers Arena.
20 to shoot. Elam will. No on the three. To the top. Ricochet. Dorceus. He'll take the three, and he'll bury it.
Scott Warris has the coverage Wednesday starting at 6:30 p.m. on 1017 The Truth and the Milwaukee Panthers Sports Network from Learfield. Tip-off happens at 7 o'clock.
Hi, this is Sherwin Hughes from 1017 The Truth, and I want to talk to you about something bigger than just buying a house. I'm talking about building a legacy. Owning a home isn't just about four walls and a roof. It's about giving your kids a place where memories are made, where birthdays are celebrated, and where they always belong. It's about planting roots, knowing your neighbors, waving from the porch, and being a part of a community that feels like family. If you've been renting and wondering if home ownership is even possible, Axe Housing is here to work with you. An Axe Housing coach will help you create a plan, a budget, and move step by step toward owning a place you can truly call your own. They've already helped over 4,000 families become homeowners, and many are paying less than they were paying for rent. Don't let where you are today stop your family's tomorrow. Start your journey at axehousing.org. That is ACTShousing.org. Your legacy begins at home.
Tired of managing your rental property? Or maybe you just don't know where to start? At Odom Investments and Property Management, our professional team handles everything from tenant placement to maintenance and rent collection, so you don't have to. Let us take the stress out of property management. Call 855-ODOM-WAY or 855-636-6929 and experience the Odom Way today.
Skilled trade workers are the backbone of every community and also the Army National Guard. Soldiers trained to keep the power flowing, engines running, and in every other trade needed to accomplish the mission. These soldiers are on the fast track to learning skills that can set them up for success at home with companies looking to hire the best. Their resumes are being built through their paid training and part-time service. Find out how you too can learn a trade profession by visiting NationalGuard.com. Sponsored by the Wisconsin Army National Guard. Aired by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association and this station.
At Gruber Law Offices, we've helped tens of thousands of families after a serious accident. Our priority has always been our clients. We're here for you whenever you may need us. One call, that's all.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Yes, you did. Ooh, so girl, if you talk like you walk, come and talk to me.
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Pop Culture Report brought to you by Nazir Spencer.
Yo, this is
Bruno.
The man dropped last night.
Bruno Mars dropped an album.
Man, hey, 10 songs on the album, no need for more. You know how he do. He like to drop the short albums. No pun intended. But, he's tough. He's tough.
What you did? I haven't heard the Bruno Mars.
Hey, it's a good album. Go check it out. It's like a 45 minutes. Not even.
But it's good.
It's good. Very good. Very good.
I mean, 24 Karat Magic is one of my favorite songs.
I like that. Look, he dropped this album and going on this tour because, his Las Vegas bets stopped hitting, and, he owed a casino a lot of money.
What?
And a lot of money. You know about this story?
I have not heard about. Hold on, wait a minute. I don't follow Bruno Mars like that.
Okay. Well, I think it's like 2 years ago it came out. Andrew, check this for me. Fact check this for me, because I don't know how much money. I forget how much money he was in debt, but he was
from the casino.
It was bad, man. Like millions of dollars.
No way.
Millions. It was crazy. So
what?
He started dropping music again. After his Silk Sonic album, and then he dropped the song Lady Gaga last year.
To get the money up.
He's get this promo back up and moving. And now, he dropping albums. He was featuring on songs a little bit, but now he dropped his album. And he gonna make it all back. You know why? He's got this tour coming out, $50 million in debt.
Hold on.
I'm trying to tell you, Tory.
Allegedly.
Okay, yeah. Because
Allegedly.
this man, you telling me.
I'm trying to tell you.
All right. This is news to me.
I thought you knew about this.
No,
this is big news back
in.
then.
I know. I mean, I didn't know.
Yeah, so
$50 million allegedly in debt.
And he was like making jokes about it, like, yeah.
Hold on.
I'm trying to tell you, man.
Wow.
Yeah. So his concerts are like, I was looking at his tickets, man. I ain't it's rough.
What do you got to do to be $50 million in debt? Is this gambling? This is
got to be sports.
This is contracts. The way his contracts were set up.
I don't know. Andrew might know a little bit better than me. But
Andrew said he bet on the Packers to win the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, well that'll get you.
Betting on the Vikings to win anything that'll get you for
betting
real.
On the Browns and stuff.
Something like that.
It might have been sports betting. It might have been blackjack or poker. I'm sure there was a big poker game that was like big money, big stakes, and he lost. Yeah, I got a feeling because they're big on poker in Las Vegas.
Well, but what I'm saying is, to be $50 million in debt,
that's crazy,
and
right?
Laugh about it.
I don't know if I'll be able to laugh, man.
And sometimes these artists owe the record company money too.
I don't know if he owed money, but
I'm just saying the black artists.
Well, yeah,
okay. So
colored artists too, yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. I mean, all I'm saying is to be $50 million in debt. He's going to go on this tour.
$350 a ticket.
$350 a ticket.
Man, it's rough.
Is Bruno Mars worth?
I'm telling you.
$350?
Nah, but his music's tough. He gonna have a good set list.
Let me know in the chat. Chat if y'all would go pay $350 to see Bruno Mars, let me know. Put some fire flames in the chat or thumbs down in the chat. I don't know.
People that's going to those concerts, man.
I had a friend that hit me up and was like, "Hey, you want to go see Bruno in Chicago?"
Money.
And I wasn't thinking about it. I was like, "Oh yeah, that sounds like I'm thinking like 100,
Nah.
150,
At Soldier Field too. That rundown place. Oh man, they could be charging. Oh,
don't
man.
tax me because you in debt.
That's what I'm still.
Oh wow!
Look, I'm telling you, man, it's gonna be $350 with tax probably. So it's gonna be like $370.
Marty gave it thumbs down.
Oh man, look, Bruno, I love Bruno. I do want to go to his concert, but $350. What? Well, I could do it $350.
All right, let's say you want to get two people to go. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's like $700. What I'm gonna do? Come on, man.
Okay, then you got to drive down there. Like I'm just saying,
get a hotel.
Do you like Bruno that much?
No, I mean I do like him a lot.
Because if you get two people and a hotel and you got to eat, you may be coming out like $1,500.
But you know what I realized too? Them football stadiums, those be the ones that tax a lot because they be trying to sell those out. Now I went to a YoungBoy concert in like August, and the same day I went to that concert, I bought that ticket. It was like $180, but it was a basketball stadium. Went to a Chris Brown concert. It was like $280, $290 for a ticket, but it was a football stadium, so it makes sense. But I think the football stadium just costs way more. That's what I'm thinking.
Here we go.
That's what I'm thinking. But
chat, y'all want to go see Bruno Mars? Let me know.
$350.
Tory, I just looked up tickets right now on Ticketmaster. Cheapest ticket for the first night in Chicago, $428.
No, it's not. You said $350.
I looked on Game Time. I use Game Time.
Okay, you use the app.
Ticketmaster crazy.
He just looked at the raw Ticketmaster.
Yeah.
It's still crazy.
That's wild. That's super wild.
I'll say this: he gonna make his money.
Oh yeah, duh, yeah.
He definitely gonna make his money.
The standing seats, by the stage are like $600, $800. I might be a better deal to do the standing room.
Barbara says $400 ain't that bad.
Oh wow, he got it like that then. He might as well.
How long is the show?
Oh, it's gonna be a minute. It got to be like 2 hours.
So 2 hours, no intermission, or 2 hours.
It's gonna be
a couple intermissions.
Yeah, it's gonna be a couple intermissions probably. They probably go open. Somebody could probably open for him and stuff too. Like it's gonna be worth it. Like the show gonna be a long time if you count the openers and stuff like that. But
yeah, who's gonna be on tour with him though?
I have no idea. I didn't check that. I just looked at Bruno Mars tour. It's got to be a lot of money.
I need to find a way to go on tour.
Oh yeah, the Tory Lowe tour.
Selling them tickets.
Yeah, that'd be tough.
I'm trying to get some tickets.
Hey,
I'm trying
local.
to sell some tickets.
Start local. Go on tour locally.
That's what I'm saying. Like, hey, be about that action tour. So about that action.
Maybe
tour.
not $350 a ticket.
I might get my rock band together.
Oh wow,
back together for a tour.
Speaking of rock bands,
what?
The Paradox. You know, you probably know who.
Oh, I heard about the Paradox.
The black
From Atlanta.
all-black group. Yeah, all-black band just broke barriers, becoming the first all-black band ever to hit #1 on the Billboard Alternative Airplay chart. That's big news. That's big news.
All black band.
All black band from Atlanta. You know what they did? They went on TikTok when they first started and just started playing this one song over and over until like it was a hit. And I remember scrolling on Instagram and I was like, what is this? And it was like it was just this rock music and it was all black band. I'm like, no way, this is them. This is lip sync.
Right.
When they account, it was all them. I'm like, wow. Okay.
I think it was a black band when I was coming up in Living Color.
Okay. And how does Gene Simmons feel about it? I don't know.
Oh, wow. I don't know. Gene Simmons better. He got to pipe down.
Yeah, he got to pipe down.
He got to pipe down.
He probably don't like it, but I like it. That's
I'll say this. Salute, because an all-black rock band around during this time, I know they eating.
Oh, yeah, they got to be, because they're the only one.
Right.
They're the only one out.
And you can't deny them, they a rare commodity.
Yeah, and they've been opening for they had Travis Barker on one of their songs. They had they opened up for some big rock artists and stuff like that, performing in front of big crowds. I don't know how their live performances are, but I know their actual music online is super fire. So Paradox.
And the production in Atlanta is just
that's what I'm saying.
Top notch.
I don't know if they got a record deal yet either, but they could have some record deal. They could still be independent, which is even better because you can make your own money off of that. So
you can.
And you don't got to pay producers and stuff like that. You just got to do you.
We got 0782 in the talk to text says it's alleged cocaine use and gambling debts with Bruno Mars.
Okay.
Allegedly, and went to Vegas and was going to check him out, but it would have been $1,500 for our family.
What?
Of 4.
$1,500?
Wow. 400 plus fees. No.
That's crazy. Cocaine and
you going to
gambling.
see Bruno? You got it like that.
I don't got it like you got it like that. I don't got it like that. I don't got it like that.
Hey,
I'm trying to get.
Oh, honey, I would have tried the 350.
350? Okay, I think.
Well, send me the app that you was using.
Yeah,
Maybe it's still 350.
I use Game
Go look
Time.
on the Go look on the app and see if it's still at 350.
I'm gonna look at it right now.
Andrew went to Ticketmaster.
Let's look. Game Time is very trustworthy for me. Look, I did the Detroit one. So right now. Okay, $275 for like a
what?
$275. Yeah, $275 right now for one of the kind of the side seats. You know what I mean? So it's like kind of upper, not in the nosebleeds, but like a little up. But
$270. See, you could go.
$275 is kind of
go
nice.
Use the app, I guess.
Yeah, go use Game Time.
You might get a cheaper price. Andrew trying to go pay full price, $400.
The cheapest is $203, but it's one of those seats where it's like you can see the stage from like this way or like the side, I guess, like. I don't know how to describe it for the people that's listening, but you can barely see him like perform. You're like kind of behind the stage.
You got to watch the screen the whole time.
Yeah,
you're using Game Time, is that what you said?
Yeah, I'm using Game Time.
Yeah, I've had tickets not show up before on that.
Oh wow. All my tickets show up on there. I'm good.
Okay, well, thank you for that pop culture report, Nazir.
Yes, sir.
Spencer, have a fun, safe weekend.
Yes, sir. You too.
Hey, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we're gonna open up the lines. Stay locked in.
Thank you, Milwaukee. Because of you, the second annual Truth Community Awards was an unforgettable celebration of the leaders, changemakers, and heroes who make our city shine. A special thank you to our incredible partners, Milwaukee College Prep, the Milwaukee Bucks Foundation, Gruber Law Offices, Steinhoffels, Cousins Subs, and 3rd Street Market Hall. And thank you to our presenting sponsor, Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Together, we're celebrating community, culture, and impact. We'll see you next year at the Truth Community Awards, breaking down the issues that shape our city and our future.
Another function of white supremacy, don't teach black people stuff, because if you give us a little bit of knowledge, we'll invent something totally new. That's why it was illegal to teach slaves to read, because if we could read, then we could write. And if we could write, we could communicate. And if we could communicate, we could plan. And if we could plan, we could strategize. And if we can plan and write and read and communicate and strategize, we could overthrow white supremacy, because they've always known how fragile it is.
It's The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, weekdays from 9 to noon.
Metastatic breast cancer, or stage 4 breast cancer, happens when cancer spreads beyond the breast to other parts of the body. About 168,000 women are living with it today, with Black women at a higher risk due to various factors. Research has led to treatments that help manage the disease and improve quality of life. The Everyday Counts study explores how nutrition and exercise coaching can support women with metastatic breast cancer. To learn more about the Everyday Counts study in Milwaukee, call 414-955-8819 or email edc@mcw.edu. If you or someone you know has stage 4 breast cancer, please encourage them to call and enroll in this valuable study. Again, call 414-955-8819 or email edc@mcw.edu.
You served behind the desk.
You served in combat.
You did 4 years and got out.
You were drafted.
You gave 20 years.
You gave exactly what your country needed.
And so did you.
When you raised your hand and swore an oath to your country, when you put your name on a dotted line, you became part of only 1% of Americans who did the same. You are a veteran.
You are a veteran.
You are a veteran. Because no matter when, where, or how you served, you made a sacrifice for your country, and you deserve support.
If you're struggling with life after service, don't wait. Reach out.
Reach out to a loved one, to a fellow veteran, to VA.
Find resources at va.gov/reach.
Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
Listen to the man who tells you exactly how he sees it. The Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris every weekday from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. on 101.7 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Justice, Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory, Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory, Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 101.7 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the second hour of the Tory Lowe Show. And I want to open up the lines because this is obviously a conversation that we got to have. I remember a couple weeks ago, we talked about this restaurant that said that they didn't want nobody coming in smelling like the weed, smelling loud, coming in with the loud odor. And a young woman got on the news and thought that the restaurant was kind of targeting blacks. I mean, we posted this and it went viral a couple weeks ago. This conversation about people smelling like weed. I'm talking about smoked out. It's in their clothes. They walking around with this weed smell. And now I look up and I see that a Milwaukee judge calls out marijuana odor in the courthouse. Now, all I'm saying is this. And I said it a couple weeks ago when I heard the story about the restaurant and the dress codes, and not the dress codes, but if you smell like marijuana, don't come here. And I kind of, felt like, okay, they might be side-eyeing the black culture, even though everybody else does it, Even though everybody smoke weed, let's get that straight. Everybody smoke weed. But is there a certain way that blacks smoke weed that allows for them to say, hey, look, we don't want this type of weed smoker coming through, the one that's smelling like weed. Now, there's a lot of different ways to consume weed, or edibles, or, the way that certain people or all people can use marijuana and digest it or whatever. But what I'm saying is, now that we're seeing these huge conversations about the weed, people smelling like weed. Your relative come to your house and they smelling like weed, eyes all red. We didn't all seen it. Well, I seen it. I don't even smoke weed. But I do know, I ain't gonna front like I ain't got relatives that I was like, hey, you smell, like, you smell like weed. You smell like you've been smoking on that skunk. But now, we got the judge downtown, Borowski. And we had conversations about Borowski in the past on a lot of different things. But now he back in the media calling out the weed, the people that smelling like weed at the courthouse. If you're watching this, we broadcast live. We got some video on this. Let's listen.
Like strong, earthy smell. People say it's a common odor.
I've smelt it at restaurants. I've smelt it, in taverns.
Becoming more common at the Milwaukee County Courthouse.
Kind of like rotten skunks. That's the way I describe it.
A smell that some people say they've caught when?
You get the whiff when you're in like the security line and you're getting in. I was walking through the tunnel to enter the courthouse today and I could smell.
And now is steeping into courtrooms.
I'm not thrilled that my courtroom smells like marijuana.
And getting the attention of Judge David Borowski, disrupting enough to him to address during a sentencing hearing Thursday.
The hallway outside my courtroom smells like marijuana. Awful ton of marijuana.
Despite the no smoking sign seen throughout the building and this fact,
it's still illegal and the courtroom is bad, the hallway's worse.
The judge fed up.
Courthouse smells like weed every day.
Others agree it isn't a good look given the circumstances.
If you come in there for court, you want to come in straight, not half trashed.
While others are more indifferent.
I'm not for or against what people are doing with their own lives on their own time, but it was just interesting to me that I noticed it today, and now here I am talking about it.
All right, well, I'll say this. And I want to bring Truth Nation into the conversation because we talking about people smelling like weed. A lot of people say they have a right to smell however they want to smell, I guess, weed, a lot of people got body odor, maybe they can't smell it. I don't know. They say once you can't, some people can't smell their own self. But all I'm saying is, I got a question. Is there a public standard on how people should conduct themselves at this point? Because just the other day, we talked about the pajamas in Tampa. They said you can't wear pajamas anymore on the airplane. And I know that different organizations, like, would you wear pajamas to church? You would not wear pajamas to church. Would you wear pajamas to school, or to work? Would you smell like weed at school or at work? Or, you know what I mean? Like, is there a standard protocol how people should conduct themselves in public? Because I'm seeing all this talk about, I don't believe that people should be doing this, smelling like weed. I don't believe people should be wearing pajamas. Are they targeting a certain group of people, or is this just common decency? Everybody should have a certain standard on getting out and when they're amongst the public. I don't know. 833-212-1017. I want to engage in this because I've seen people say, hey, look, I got a right to express myself. And I wouldn't personally go around smelling like weed. I try to wash up every day, try to make sure that I'm presentable, But some people say, hey, I don't want to take a shower. I got a right to walk around 3 days, 4 days without hopping in the shower. Hey, I think that many times when we talk about this, we got to make sure that we're understanding that, are they targeting a certain group of people in our society? It could be black, white. It could just be weed smokers that smoke loud, the skunk, whatever they call it. And then should they be targeted for that? I think that body odor, any BO, is offensive to me. Like when I'm out and about, you try to make sure that you present yourself in the best way possible. That's what my grandma always told me. You know what my grandma always used to tell me, Truth Nation? She said, if you go out there with some dirty drawers and you get in an accident and they cut your clothes off and it's dirty drawers, you got dirty drawers on, I ain't coming out there. I ain't even going to come out there to the hospital. That's what my grandma used to say. Let me know you got to present yourself the best way possible at all times. But is there a standard? A standard way, a universal way that we got to conduct ourselves in public, Truth Nation? Because I'm hearing you can't smell like weed. I'm hearing that you can't wear pajamas. A lot of y'all going to Walmart, going to the grocery store in y'all pajamas. A lot of y'all started flying on the planes in y'all pajamas, and a lot of people got a problem with that. 833-212-1017. We got Kay on the lines. How you doing, Kay?
Good.
Kay,
hello?
How you doing, Kay? The judge, Borowski, saying that he don't want the courthouse smelling like marijuana odor.
Okay.
I mean, what's your opinion on this?
My opinion is, if you don't like folks' house rules, stop going over their house.
I agree. Now, would
stop
you?
Going over their house. Because nobody really invited you. You chose to come there. You got to handle your business there. Nobody's sending you a letter come out. We really need you to come down here to take care of your business. No, what the problem is your business is trying to handle you. So that's why you have to go into places. So we should not have to smell your funky weed. We should not have to smell your funky butt, because I want you to know, if you got on pajamas and you at anywhere where I am, I want you to know, we know you ain't washed your tail. Nobody washed their tail to put on pajamas to go anywhere. Same thing with them nasty bonnets and them filthy house shoes. Yes, have some class about yourself. And it's not targeting nobody. Who is targeting is nasty, trifling folks. So if that's you, whatever your color or creed is, it is what it is. Have some respect for the game. Period. I'm not saying I'm a saint, but when I did it, I had respect for the game. It ain't everybody's business that you smoke marijuana.
So you said you got to have common decency.
Yes, nobody wants. If we wanted to smell it, we would smoke it. But yet again, these people are in public places. If you don't want to abide by folks' house rules, stop coming to their house. Nobody goes where they not wanted. Some of them do though.
Right.
But we sick of it, and I'm one of them. I don't want to smell like that. I don't want. No, I get tired of when I'm driving behind somebody. Their car is so reeking full of marijuana. It comes through my vents of my car.
What? While you driving down the street?
I kid you not. On the street, yes.
Wow.
Yes. It's ridiculous. Nobody's saying don't kick it, don't have your fun, don't do X, Y, and Z. But do you. But when your stuff starts spilling over into other people's lifestyles, then by all means, you goddamn right, you got something to say.
Well, I appreciate
and I'm one of the ones that got something to say.
Well, I appreciate you for tapping in because I guess this is a problem. It's offensive.
Only a hit dog don't holler. Only a hit dog is gonna holler. Anybody who got respect for the game already know what it is. But once again, respect for the game. Nobody knows what the word respect means out here. It's a lost generation of folks out here, and they Mammy and they Pappy lost too.
Well, K.A., thank you for tapping in, K. Hey. Not really a city girl says she ain't lying. Hey, look, when we come back, we got Kurt on the lines. We got some chat. We got some talk to text. We're going to try to get to it all when we get back. 833-212-1017. Truth Nation. Stay locked in.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. The award-winning 1017 The Truth proudly celebrates Black excellence and the most monumental moments in our history. Tune in for Dr. Ken's trivia, spotlighting powerful facts and moments you need to know. And Tory Lowe's Our Voices, Our Stories, amplifying the youth, perspectives, and lived experiences that define who we are. Celebrating Black excellence, celebrating our history. All month long on 1017 The Truth. The road to the championship ends here. The best of the best, the City Championship Gold Division. One game, one title, one team raising the trophy. After a season of battles, buzzer beaters, and unforgettable moments, it all comes down to this. Who's built for the pressure? Who's ready to make history? Listen live on 1017 The Truth and on the Truth app, your home for City Championship basketball.
Join me every Friday at 11 a.m. for the Milwaukee Experience with Sherwin Hughes, presented by Visit Milwaukee. We're a city that knows how to celebrate, where the calendar is packed with festivals, the plates are piled high with flavor, and a lakefront sunrise sets the stage. Here in Milwaukee, every street leads to something worth savoring, a place that welcomes you with open arms and where joy is shared in bites, beats, and cheers. The Milwaukee Experience every Friday at 11 a.m. exclusively on The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, presented by Visit Milwaukee. Hi, this is Sherwin Hughes from 1017 The Truth, and I want to talk to you about something bigger than just buying a house. I'm talking about building a legacy. Owning a home isn't just about four walls and a roof. It's about giving your kids a place where memories are made, where birthdays are celebrated, and where they always belong. It's about planting roots, knowing your neighbors, waving from the porch, and being a part of a community that feels like family. If you've been renting and wondering if home ownership is even possible, Axe Housing is here to work with you. An Axe Housing coach will help you create a plan, a budget, and move step by step toward owning a place you can truly call your own. They've already helped over 4,000 families become homeowners, and many are paying less than they were paying for rent. Don't let where you are today stop your family's tomorrow. Start your journey at axehousing.org. That is ACTShousing.org. Your legacy begins at home.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
On your shoes, Tory Lowe is coming through. Tory Lowe, get on the floor. You want some more? Tory Lowe,
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. We talking about this weed smell that's catching everybody's attention around here. The judge Borowski on talking about, hey, you can't be smoking that weed in the court, coming to the courthouse smelling like that weed. There's a restaurant a couple weeks ago said you can't come in the restaurant smelling like weed. We got a place in an airport, Tampa International Airport, saying that you can't wear bonnets and pajamas on the plane. But they got snakes on the plane. I'm just Hey. Well, look, we got Kurt. Kurt wants to chime in on smelling like weed. Is smelling like weed offensive to you? How you doing, Kurt?
Hey, I'm doing good, Tory. How are you?
Blessings, brother Kurt.
Yes. So let me tell you something. This is actually kind of ridiculous. This weed smell, it's really overwhelming now. Like 5-10 years ago, we didn't have this issue, right? I go to the convenience store. I go to the grocery store. I go to the gas station. I can't even pump my freaking gas without the weed smell, you know?
Oh, wow. So you saying you smelling it everywhere you go?
Dude, like, I'm not even kidding with you. I go to the freaking stall in the bathroom, weed. Like, it's kind of ridiculous.
What do you think is the difference? What do you think has changed over the years?
So what's changed, man, these regulations, you know, like, they've made it legal in this place, that place, and, like, people really, they're just having free game, free will, open season on the weed now.
Oh, wow. Now, when you got it in your clothes, because if you smoke weed, if you go like how people do cigarettes outside and you smoke a few cigarettes and you come back, you don't have that smell, but what are they doing to make it entrenched into the clothing?
So check it out. I do a little research, man. It's the science of it, the potency of that of the marijuana. You know, it sticks a bit more than like a regular cigarette. It's something that we really haven't seen regulated before. You know, it's still very fresh, very new.
All right. Well, like I said, so is there a public way to present yourself that's universal, like a code of representing yourself in public? Yeah.
Pretty much. No, look, let me tell you, Tory, if you come outside smelling like butts, man, forget about it. That is not how you do it. Look, I come from a nice Christian religion background. I'm not saying you got to be Christian or you got to be Muslim, whatever it is. But what we make sure we do is we make sure we take care of ourselves, clean ourselves, shower ourselves, bathe ourselves. You don't walk out smelling foul, man. And then the weed on top of that, forget about it.
So walking around smelling like weed and is very disrespectful. That's what I'm hearing, Kurt.
Disrespectful, foul, you name it.
Oh, wow. All right, Brother Kirk, I appreciate you for chiming in. Have a fun, safe weekend. We got Al on the lines. Let's get Al in here. Al, what's really going on with this, Al? With the weed, with the in Tampa, they banning the pajamas.
I think personally it's trifling, it's ghetto, it's uncool. It shows a lack of class. But my thing is, why would you want to go out in public with pajamas and a body on? Why would you want to go outside smelling like weed? But what I find to be so funny, anything to lower the standards, people always get on board. But say, hey, get a college education. Be an outstanding individual. Stop acting like a monkey. Oh, now you're being racist. You're being racist. And it seems like to me the standards is being lowered. But see, when you lower the standards, the less they have to do. Now, I grew up, and my mother made a point. She ain't going nowhere with no rollers in her head, and she ain't stepping out the house in no bonnets and no pajamas. And I seen some people come in a restaurant with bonnets and pajamas, and the way it looked, them panties was not clean. That was on her ass.
Oh, wow.
But I never could understand, why do they have to have a conversation when it comes to you having class and substance? But then when they talk about you like you a piece of trash that jumped out of a dookie booster of a dog, now everybody get upset. But hey, if you like it, I love it. And you know what? I hope them people go move up to Warsaw. Go move up to Oshkosh. Because the only thing you're doing is you're tearing down the community. Why would you? And here's another thing, Tory. I had somebody take a bath and soak in hot water. And do you know when they got out that water, they still smell like gas station incense?
Oh, wow.
And they soaked in hot water. But everybody said weed is life. But my weed, I got to have my weed. Well, could you take that money you spent on that $3,500 and pay your weed energy bill? Could you make sure you pay your rent before the first? But anything that deals with stupidity and ignorance, people are going to get offended. But ask them about paying them college tuition for their kids, but they got money to put on their goddamn books when they go to jail. How about that? Have a good day.
Oh, wow. Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you right now, like a lot of people don't want to smell no BO when they out. When weed is BO. I mean, you may call it weed, but that's your body odor. And a lot of people get offended by it. IR, we got IR on the lines. He want to comment on this weed situation. IR, how you doing?
I'm good, man. How about yourself?
Blessings, brother.
All right. So, yeah, I definitely want to I got an opinion on that, too. Like, there was a guy that was just saying recently about a Christian. I just feel like what the Bible says, we all have to conduct ourselves with decency and order. You know what I mean? And I think
everything should be done in decency and order, right?
Absolutely. And this goes, I'm Mexican, but I think, Latinos and black people, so-called black people, I think we're the same people. We have the same type of history, we're going through the same thing. So this goes towards also Latinos as well. But like I work for a company where they rent cars, and every car that we get, this is every single day that cars are just they smell so bad in weed that you can't wipe this stuff off. We would have to hire a detailer, a professional detailer that comes with these special chemicals, because we can't wipe this stuff off. And then the crazy part is that a lot of the times these are the same people renting these vehicles, and every time they get charged $250 extra. So I'm like,
after they leave the smell in the car,
an issue. Right? Yeah, it's an issue. Like, why would you want to pay $250 every time? Like, man, you can't just smoke before you get in the car to go handle your business. Like, is it that bad? I mean, people are going to jail. And then I just heard, they're going to jail smelling like weed. I just really feel like the Bible also mentions, too, like we have to be sober-minded. You know what I mean? And how many of us, go to church smelling like this? Get out of church and continue smoking. Like, I just feel we just have to conduct yourself a little bit more better. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. And when we talk about common decency, this is the least you could do.
Right. Common sense.
Hey, I appreciate you for tapping in and speaking your opinion. We got Nana on the lines. Nana want to comment on the weed. How you doing, Nana?
I'm doing good, and thank you for pronouncing Nana correctly. I have two comments. First of all, I'm going to address the pajamas and the bonnet. I am so sick of that because it's just degradable, not disrespectful. That may be as well, but it's just degradable. You sleeping in the, I almost said my normal word, in the crap.
Yeah, we on the radio now.
Yeah, you sleeping in the crap that you going out. Okay, I'm gonna try my best. You sleeping in the crap that you going out shopping in. You getting up in the morning with your pajamas on, slept in them all night, and then you going out in public in them. I don't even know what started that. And the bonnet thing, like I said, and it's mostly women. I'm seeing a few guys wearing pajama pants now, but the women, I mean, carry and present yourself as a woman. Get out of that stuff. And then with the weed smell, there's nothing you can do about that except for wear a mask. I can be at a red light in the summertime, and the car next to me, windows can be up, and the weed scent coming from it is so strong. Wow. That's something we're just not going to be able to do anything about. Weed is not going anywhere soon. I don't think people should get put out of a place because they smell with weed, because if you're going to do that, then put out those women that come in those pajamas and they stink too. And then also, you got people that are just musty and they smell. So we're going to put everybody out of every public place that smell like
no body odor. You can't come in.
Yeah, well.
A lot of folks, they're going to be ordering. They're going to be ordering out.
Well, if that's what they do, but you're going to lose a lot of business because there's a lot of stinky people around,
Do the breath, is the breath included?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to say this. You got people, when it comes to body odor, you got some people that has allergic reaction to soap, deodorant, and it may be a medical reason. It might not be because they want to stink. It may be because they can't use deodorant or soap, or they may have to use a certain type of soap. Yeah, it might be a certain medical soap they can only use that they may not be able to afford. Like I said, if you don't like the smell of these things, then wear a mask. That's all you can do. But I don't think anybody should be getting put out of any public place, just because you have a certain kind of odor that some people don't like. That's just my opinion.
Well,
and the weed, I can't stand that smell. I can't stand that smell of weed, but it's there. So sometimes I smell it so strong when I'm on the side of a car at a red light, it makes me think I might fail my damn drug test.
you get in contact.
Yeah, so it is what it is. We have to adapt and, adjust, whatever, the case may be. But, it's here, and it's reality.
Nana, I appreciate you for tapping in.
You don't have to do it. Yeah, you don't have to participate and do it, too. But you may have to find a way to deal with it and accept it because, like I said, nothing we can do about the weed smell. If the cops can't do shit about it, we...
Oh, wow. We was trying to get her off before she let off, something. I'll say this. It's real interesting when you talk about just this weed, the bonnet, the pajamas. Is there a certain section of the community this is aimed at? This is what certain culture out here that's going around smoking loud, that's wearing pajamas and bonnets because it seems like it's under attack right now. They calling them out. Hey, look, we got callers on the line. We got some chat. We got some talk to text. We're going to try to get to it all when we get back. Truth Nation, 833-212-1017 if you want to join the conversation. Stay locked in.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Natural gas is a clean, reliable, and convenient source of energy delivered directly to you through underground pipelines. The pipeline system has an excellent safety record, but there are clues that can help you identify a potential hazard. If you smell the strong odor of rotten eggs, hear an unusual hissing sound, or see blowing dirt or debris, it could be a natural gas leak. Leave the area immediately and call We Energies at 800-261-5325.
We Energies. People you can trust. Energy you can depend on.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
There are many times I thought, I can't do this. I mean, what parent isn't worried about? What am I not doing right? What am I not doing enough? And then I realized, wait, that's being a parent.
Don't worry about being perfect. I've had around 3 other mother figures in my life, but only one of them has taught me how a mother loves.
The greatest reward for me is he makes me better every day.
I would tell a family considering adopting a teenager that teenager, whoever it is, needs you, and they need what you have to offer.
Taylor's given me hope. He's our son, and that is what he will always be.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to learn more. A message brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Want to protect our planet? The air we breathe, water we drink, and land we share? Real progress begins with birds. Yes, birds. The very ones we see and hear every day. On a walk, in the park, or simply out the window. That's because birds are more than birds. They're symbols, sentinels that reveal the health of our planet and our people. And by helping them thrive, all of us thrive as well. Audubon is a place where birds matter, where habitats are protected, where communities are engaged, and where change takes flight. Because at Audubon, hope begins with birds. Progress begins with birds. It all begins with birds. Audubon.
This Truth Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Nazir Spencer. The Milwaukee Bucks are back at it again tonight versus the New York Knicks. After beating the Cavs on Wednesday, the Bucks have won 8 out of their last 10 games. Doc Rivers on the momentum shift.
It makes you feel like you can win. When you lose a bunch of games in a row and the game's just tight, you start thinking about losing. We felt like we're going to win this game somehow. Like you can feel that. 8 out of 10 is phenomenal with this group. With no Giannis, take that all day.
Bucks tip-off is at 7 at the Pfizer. The Brewers are still in Phoenix for spring training, coming off another win against the Rangers, 5-1. Their next matchup is against the Chicago White Sox. In college hoops, the Badger men's team struggled against the Oregon Ducks on Wednesday, losing 85-71. They take on Washington on Saturday at 3 p.m. Marquette plays DePaul on Sunday at 3, and UWM in their last regular season game of the year. The Panthers ended up defeating Youngstown State 78-65. I'm Nazir Spencer, and this is the True Sports Update powered by ESPN Milwaukee.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
He be taking a plunge. Call on Tory Lowe. Call on Tory Lowe. Call on Tory Lowe. Call on Tory Lowe.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. We've been talking about these, I guess, people that are upset. The judge, Borowski. You already know, Borowski has been in the media several times, controversial. A lot of people got a lot to say about a lot of the things that come out of his mouth. But this time, he's talking about the weed down at the courthouse, people rolling up before they got to go to court. Or maybe it's a trial going on and they going down to support, but they had to, calm their nerves by taking a puff pass. Also, on being targeted is people that's wearing pajamas in public, pajamas at the airport, bondage, sleepwear. Hey, I need y'all to call in. If y'all wearing bondage to Walmart, don't let this hour go by without you commenting and fighting for what you think is right. You must think it's right if you're going out there with the pajamas on. Where you at? If you smoking weed, and I know it's a lot of people that's out there riding around listening to the show right now, don't be silent now. You loud. You smelling loud. Call in 833-212-1017. We got Kay calling in with a follow-up. How you doing, Kay?
Yeah, it's just sad to hear our people always trying to dumb stuff down to make it acceptable for black folks to do. That's the problem now. No, it's not okay. No, we're not going to just sit back and allow people to come out smelling like marijuana. Just like we banned smoking in public, they can ban having marijuana smoke in public as well, in restaurants and all the rest of the stuff that they have banned smoking. Let's stop doing that. And it's not that they're targeting anybody. Look at who's doing it. Stop doing it. But we're not going to sit up here and act like other nationalities aren't doing it either.
Right.
But guess who's out in the front line, always on the front line for BS? And we always want to co-sign and enable and make it all right. I just got done saying it's sad that the older generation, yet again, opening up their mouth with foolery. Let me tell you something. It ain't acceptable, not no shape, form, or fashion. And if you got a body odor, it's stuff out here for your body. Ain't no such thing as you can't afford it. Because it's mighty funny you can afford them funky pajamas and them nasty, what's one of them things, the mushroom hats on your head. You can afford that soap.
It's hyperallergenic products out here.
Let me tell you something. People out here that got body odors, it's stuff out here for you. Just like you find where the nearest party is, where you find where the nearest this, that, or that is, go find that soap for your body. Ain't no excuse for nobody to be stinking out here in 2026. Stop enabling our folks, because it's our folks that's doing it. Stop it. And if we can't call our people to the carpet That's why we got these white folks calling us to the carpet. But because our people, the elders, out here saying bull crap like what I just heard.
They can't afford no
So
soap.
it's okay for your grandbaby and your kids to be stinking? That's what you telling me, boo-boo? It's okay for your poo-poo to be stinking?
Oh, wow.
Because you want to try to tell somebody that's no excuse. Ain't no excuse to be stinking in 2026. And guess what? If you stinking like that, you right. You ain't got no business in public, no way. Stop it. Stop it. It's sad and it's sickening.
Wow.
I promise you, I love my people to death. But when I hear our people, like that woman that just came off this phone saying the stuff that she said, sometimes it irritates my soul to be where I am. Because we are the only nationality that think it's okay. And we okay with our people going to jail, constantly going. Because we don't put money on their books in jail. But you won't support some babies in your family that's off in college, that's eating noodles every day. They can't barely afford their college tuition. They out here hustling and working 2 or 3 jobs and going to work. But you will accept a phone call from your trifling son who's selling drugs or your peddling daughter who out here stealing and put money on their books. Man, get your life together. Get your life.
Well, thank you,
Yeah.
Kay.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Oh, wow.
Wow.
It's always our folks making us look bad out here. Sound crazy.
All right, Kay. Hey, have a fun, safe weekend. Hey, you got to, that's why we open up the lines. Hey, if you feel some type of way, you got a chance to talk about it. We got Blake on the lines. How you doing, Blake? Brother Blake.
Healing up from my car accident, reckless driving.
Here we go.
Stop lights.
Wow.
But I'm good, man. My ribs. Yeah, January 10th, diesel dually ran through a 34th and Cherry and smacked my work van, cut me in half.
Oh, wow.
But I've been healing from that. Yeah, you can't do nothing with broke ribs, man. Yeah, everything was swollen for 2 weeks, but it went down. Calling about, I used to be ignorant. I used to run the block, be on 2-6 off Lisbon before everybody got indicted. And I wasn't clues and vows, candy paint. And y'all seen the video of Gangsta Story, how we used to be with the datings and everything.
Right.
We used to do our thing.
Switching lane.
And see, like when everybody was going skating and everybody was going to the movies and everybody was standing on the corners, we started getting houses, even though hustling wasn't right. And like this morning, I heard y'all talking about yesterday, our first job was hustling. My first job was the YMCA 101. I had my mentors and stuff like that. I chose to run the streets. I chose to run with gangs, and blessed to be made out. But what I'm saying is, I was the ignorant dude waiting for the bus, smoking the weed. Then I put it out on the bus, put it in my ear, and get on the bus. Man, you smelling good, man. I know that. Quit being to get out my business. But they see you put the weed out. The older I got, and the deeper we got into the game, we're like Ace Boogie. I'm not trying to be in that slight. I got shut up at work. But then, like the way I am now, when we was in the game, we didn't want nobody to know. We had bricks in the car. We put up next to the police in the rental. We just regular people. You know what I mean?
Right.
You can't be out there flashing, look at me. Then they look at you and pull you over. Then you mad. Half the people out here, cars is bogus, plates is bogus, license don't have, tickets. I'm 54, ain't never had suspended license. Ain't never had an OWI. Never got pulled over smoking weed. Never got caught doing what I was supposed to do unless somebody snitched me out. And that's what made me, like Nipsey said, I didn't know about Nipsey until he got killed. But my circle has been cut smaller due to the fact of not snitches, but just like asinine acting. That's why when Al called, he got so much to say, because when you smart like we are, man, ain't nobody got time for that, man. I'm 54 years old. I feel 25. What I'm going to do with that, Tory? You know what I'm saying? But like you say, stay away from me, keep your hands off me, and mind your business.
Right.
Pay your taxes, do your child support, mind your business. Do that at home, man. Nobody want to smell that. I don't even wear cologne. And my nieces call me arrogant. All I wear is deodorant and white powder in the summertime and change clothes. Maybe 4 or 5 times a day. All depends on the weather. But I live like a millionaire because that's how I am. I done had millions of dollars since I was 15 years old. We don't want nobody to know that. And you can't nobody take it with us. But as far as this weed go, they legalize it. Everybody in Wisconsin up north going to go broke. And everybody that's doing it don't do it to let everybody know I got that loud because everything they smoking ain't really good weed. Everything has been sprayed on and stuff like that, man. So I appreciate everybody calling in, but like the lady said, I hate the ignorance of the older people. We never went out with our hair not combed. We never had dingy clothes on. And then if our pants got ripped, they selling them ripped up now. And these dudes running around here with the hoodies and dingy, and their hair stinking and sour, smelling like oatmeal cakes in the YMCA.
Oh, wow.
And then these girls out here with no bras on, no panties, flip-flops and Crocs with these bonnets, man. Then you wearing these dudes getting these man buns and stuff with these bonnets, too. It's a lot of people aggravated and irritated, G, but people got the right to keep you out the way they are because that's why it's called business.
All right. Thank you for tapping in, Brother Blake. Hey, look, it's a lot of people sounding off. I'm looking in the chat. Not really a city girl says there's plenty of hyperallergenic products on the market. Go find a dermatologist. All says pajamas are outfits now. I seen a couple dressed in matching pajamas and shoes. Hey, look, when we come back, we got Justin. We're going to talk to Justin. We got Justin on the lines. We got some talk to text. Truth Nation. Stay locked in.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Get the beat of the Bucks straight from a fan favorite and Bucks legend.
Welcome to the fantastic voyage. Marcus Johnson, the captain of this vessel.
Tap into Here District with Marcus Johnson, a Bucks Plus audio production.
My first mate, Chris Johnson, the only father and son tandem.
Your weekly pulse on the Milwaukee Bucks and conversations with the biggest names in basketball. This week on the pod, it's all about the NBA trade deadline with Marcus and Chris. Find Here District now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, or wherever you get your podcast.
Our children deserve a real chance to make it in life, and a good education is a passport to opportunity. At City Ford Collective, we're working to make sure there's a great Milwaukee school for every Milwaukee family, because more good options lead to better outcomes. And who doesn't want that? Together, we can give every child the foundation they need to thrive, and a stronger future for kids means a stronger future for Milwaukee. To learn more about our mission, visit us at cityfordcollective.org. That's cityfordcollective.org.
What's up, everybody? March 27th, go get your tickets. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be me, Finesse Antetokounmpo, my co-host, Tony C, and Nature Boy. Woo! Ric Flair. It's going to be nice. It's going to be dope. You guys are going to love it. It's going to be an experience, and we're going to have a lot of fun. It's basically a party/podcast.
Yeah, we're throwing a party at the Riverside, March 27th, TALiveshow.com. Who's the guest again? Can I get a woo? Woo! With Ric Flair. Can't wait.
See you guys.
Hi, this is Sherwin Hughes from 1017 The Truth, and I want to talk to you about something bigger than just buying a house. I'm talking about building a legacy. Owning a home isn't just about four walls and a roof. It's about giving your kids a place where memories are made, where birthdays are celebrated, and where they always belong. It's about planting roots, knowing your neighbors, waving from the porch, and being a part of a community that feels like family. If you've been renting and wondering if home ownership is even possible, Axe Housing is here to work with you. An Axe Housing coach will help you create a plan, a budget, and move step by step toward owning a place you can truly call your own. They've already helped over 4,000 families become homeowners, and many are paying less than they were paying for rent. Don't let where you are today stop your families tomorrow. Start your journey at axehousing.org. That is ACTShousing.org. Your legacy begins at home.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Tory Lowe, Mr. 888, Mr. 5 points, get it straight, advocate, Tory Lowe, let's go, it's the show.
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. We've been having a conversation about smelling like weed, and we also been having another conversation about these bonnets, these pajamas. Truth Nation is weighing in today. If you want to join the conversation, 833-212-1017. Join us as we broadcast live on 1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show on YouTube. Look, I'll say this. This has been an interesting conversation on all fronts. I'll say this. Me personally, I would not wear pajamas outside. Or go to the store in pajamas, or I wouldn't do none of that. Or I wouldn't go out misrepresenting myself with body odor or anything like that. You never know who you're going to meet. You never, know who's watching. You never know, what opportunities you may miss out on because people may get the wrong ideal about you. So I was always taught to present yourself well at all times.
We were talking about it before the show, but we both have had people in our lives that have said, wear clean underwear because you don't know when the doctor might need you to see you.
Yeah, my grandma always told me that, wear clean underwear. She said, if you ever go out there and get in an accident and they cut your clothes off and you got dirty underwear, I'm not coming outside. And my grandma was big on always getting up every day, soap. She said she used to say, soap and water is free. That's what she used to say.
I think, too, Tory, about, meeting a girl. If I don't look good or smell good or present well, I'm going to the grocery store. Hey, that could be my future wife that I meet, and turns her nose up at me.
Because you smell.
Exactly.
Like weed.
Maybe.
Wearing weed and pajamas. Smelling like weed and wearing pajamas.
Tough look for Zim.
Hey, 833-212-1017. We got Justin on the lines. How you doing, Justin?
Okay, so what?
How you doing?
Assalamu alaikum, Tory. What's happening, brother? Ramadan Mubarak.
How you doing, brother?
What's up? Assalamu alaikum. Man, I'm headed to Uncle Jesse's funeral to go pay our due respects to Uncle Jesse Jackson. And I wanted you to know tomorrow at 9 to 10, we're going to flash bomb a store downtown Racine named Betty's. So from 9 to 2 would be flash bombing Betty's at 327 Main Street, downtown West Racine.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah, and it's for my birthday. That's my birthday celebration.
Look, happy birthday!
So we're gonna flash him. Make sure the brother gets his money on at Betty's. He has a great catfish. I'm gonna have to bring you some shrimp and grits and things like that.
Oh, that's gonna be powerful. When you coming back through the city?
Yes, sir. I'm coming to see you next week.
Okay, well, let me know.
I'm coming to see you next week, bro.
Let me know.
We'll do, and I'll bring you some food from Betty's.
Okay, that's what's up.
327 Main Street, 10 to 3. Thank you, brother.
All right, I appreciate you for tapping in. Once again, Jesse Jackson's funeral is going on, so salute to those that are out there attending the funeral, and my condolences go to the family of Jesse Jackson and those that are mourning his life passing on. Once again, Jesse Jackson, one of the figures in our community that a lot of people called on to be about that action. We got Drika on the lines. Drika, she wants to comment on the weed. How you doing, Drika?
I'm doing well, Tory.
What's going on with this weed and these pajamas?
Well, I'll just say this. It's kind of everywhere. And I blame a lot of the older people that's in place because they are normalizing it. I'm a school bus driver, so I see this every day, even with our kids. They go to school in their pajamas.
What?
They come to school high. So,
wait a minute.
It's yes. Yes.
Wait a minute. They get on the school bus high from smoking the weed?
Yes, but as bus drivers, if we notice it, we can't allow them to ride. But yes, we have students that come to school high.
Oh, wow.
They will come to school high. They come to school with their pajamas on. And I just say this, I blame the older people because they are normalizing it. They're just making it okay for our kids to be out here just dressing comfortably in their pajamas, outside, going to school high, all that.
You believe that the parents,
I blame the older people.
You believe that these elders are allowing the kids to smoke weed with them?
Yes, because they see their parents do it.
So
I have actually a couple of students that says that their parents know that they smoke. Yes.
Wow.
Yes, that's how bad it is. So it's like, who's really leading by example?
So now we have a situation where the kids that's going to what? Is this elementary? Is this high school?
It's high school, potentially middle school as well. Because, I mean, we got some of the middle schoolers, they like the vape. My kids, they don't go to MPS, but there's even vaping. They're vaping in schools and stuff.
And we
talk about middle school. They are vaping in school.
What?
They go in the bathroom and do it. Yes.
Wow. Look, I'm out of touch with with those kind of issues. You know what I mean? Hey.
Yeah, it's serious out here, Tory. It's very serious out here. But I mean, we gotta look at who's leading.
So you said that these current olders, I don't call them elders, I call them olders. They are allowing this type of behavior. Mid-age, like 35.
I say between 35 and maybe late 30s, early 40s, because we got some of the older folks in their 40s.
And they allow. You say that they don't see nothing wrong with any of this.
No.
Have you ever had? Have you ever had an issue with parents over anything that had to do with weed or pajamas?
No, but like I said, I like some of these high schoolers, like when I see them coming on the bus with their pajamas and stuff on, one of my students, he was high. And I tell him, you do that on your own time, because if I smell it, you can't ride my bus. I can't have you aboard in your high going to school. So I do make that clear, but as far as having a parent where I've had an altercation, no. But like I said, a lot of these kids, they say that their parents do know that they smoke.
Wow.
So it's a normal thing.
That's terrible.
Yes, very much.
Wow.
But these are the times we are in. We are in some very different times, too, so.
Wow. Well, I appreciate you for tapping in. I don't know. These bus drivers y'all got to deal with a lot, too, on them buses. But like I said, have a fun, safe weekend. Be careful. Thank you for tapping in. It's a lot going on with this conversation. Now, you got to look at the source. How is this happening? And they're saying that, some of these adults are pushing this narrative on the kids. Kids coming to school high, smoking vapes. I remember when I was coming up, if you was smoking pot in the bathroom, you was like a weed head, They called you a weed head. You was smoking pot in the bathroom. You got caught. You got suspended. That everybody back then, everybody wasn't smoking the weed. Now if you're not the one that's smoking weed, you probably, the black sheep at this point. But at the end of the day, it's what's happening in our community, and a lot of people feel like it's a problem. I feel like you shouldn't compromise yourself in public. You shouldn't present yourself in a way that is low vibrational. That's how I feel. You shouldn't be out in the public. You should have the best representation of yourself in public. We got a poll. What they saying in the poll, Andrew? What the poll say?
96% of voters in the poll, Tory, say that there is a public standard on how people should conduct themselves.
There is a public standard, and people should be trying to represent themselves the best way they know how. Hey, Truth Nation has spoken. Hey, look, when we come back, we'll have more conversation, Truth Nation. Stay locked in.
This Black History Moment is sponsored by Educators Credit Union and Tayback Law.
Milwaukee has a rich history of Black leaders who have broken barriers and shaped the city. Today, let's learn about Vel Phillips. Vel Phillips, a trailblazing civil rights leader who became the first Black woman to graduate from UW-Milwaukee Law School, the first Black person on the Milwaukee Common Council, and the first woman and Black person to serve as Wisconsin judge. Vel has many other accolades to add to that. But if you've ever had the opportunity to meet Vel in person, you'll know that her personality was brilliant. A Milwaukee icon, a true trailblazer, Vel R. Phillips.
This Black History Moment is sponsored by Educators Credit Union and Tayback Law.
Want to protect our planet? The air we breathe, water we drink, and land we share? Real progress begins with birds. Yes, birds. The very ones we see and hear every day. On a walk, in the park, or simply out the window. That's because birds are more than birds. They're symbols, sentinels that reveal the health of our planet and our people. And by helping them thrive, all of us thrive as well. Audubon is a place where birds matter, where habitats are protected, where communities are engaged, and where change takes flight. Because at Audubon, hope begins with birds. Progress begins with birds. It all begins with birds. Audubon.
A message from Tia Mowry, actress and Fair Celebrity Ambassador.
Game day isn't staged, it's lived. It's the shopping, the cooking, the laughter. For families managing food allergy, that same spirit of preparation means everything. Because food allergy isn't a lifestyle. It's a serious, life-threatening disease that can change everything in a moment. But being ready changes the story. It's knowing the signs, having a plan, and carrying epinephrine everywhere life takes you. Epinephrine is the only treatment that can stop a severe food allergy reaction known as anaphylaxis. It works quickly to reverse the symptoms and can save lives. As families and friends gather for the big game, we see what community looks like. It's one built on awareness, care, and love in action. Because readiness doesn't take away the risk. It brings back the joy. When you're ready to act, you're ready to live.
Visit foodallergy.org/ready to act to learn more.
All of your favorite 1017 The Truth content whenever you want. The Truth app has it all. The Truth is on 1017 and 1510 WGKB Waukesha, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Justice, Wisconsin, The Truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory, Lowe, The Truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory, Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready. 101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 101.7 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the third hour of the Tory Lowe Show, and had another powerful conversation about people smelling like weed. Had another situation where people wearing pajamas out in the public. A lot of talk about body odor, a lot of talk about personal representation. I want to read some of these talk to text, because sometimes during the week we don't get to a lot of the talk to text. I try to, but I want to read this one. It says, this is from 8267. They say, "Hi, Tory. Recently in the news, there was a diner in the Mayfair shops over on Burleigh. They put a sign up in their business: do not enter if you smelling like weed. They said customers were complaining about the smell. And like I said, people are saying, hey, that's offensive. Smelling, we're going to start restricting the movement in these establishments of people that smell like marijuana. Now, a lot of people on the other side saying, hey, look, I got a right to, smell like this. I guess. Hey, but I feel that you always got to best represent yourself, especially in public. You never know who's watching, who's sniffing, what opportunities you may miss out on for misrepresenting yourself. That's my opinion on that. I'll say this. We got to push back against this, especially if his kids going to school, smelling like weed and acting a fool. Understand what I'm saying? We talk about low test scores, but y'all parents that's allowing this to happen, you got to get called in front of the carpet because called to the carpet in front of the congregation because this is a shame. This is shameful. And you got to know that. Maybe somebody ain't going to tell you that, but that's not good. That is not good. That's not good for the child or their future, as they grow and try to understand how the world truly works. Y'all talk about high school to prison pipeline. You just set your kid up, many times when you want to install in them best practices. And we got a poll, is there a way to conduct yourself in public? And 90% of the poll is yes. You got to have some kind of public representation, and it should work to your benefit, not to your. You shouldn't come out outright without nobody even talking to you, and people have an opinion on you. They say first impression. Now, if I come up on top of you and you smell like weed and you looking like you ain't all there, I'm not finna. What if I had a business opportunity or something that we could have done together? I'm not. You're not even presenting yourself well in public. Why would I bring you in on anything? Got to be more careful. Miss C. Cray in the chat says, yep, an associate of mine, child's school just sent a letter home to all the parents. The letter stated that if your child comes to the school smelling like weed, they will not be allowed in the building. That's terrible that they have to write that. What? All right, I'm going to say this. Parents, now I'm going to talk to you right quick because we talk about children in school. And y'all going to be the main ones trying to call if something happened to your baby. Trying to get Tory Lowe to come and, hey, Tory Lowe, this happened to my kid. And you up there smoking weed with him in the school. You doing everything to set your own seeds back. Understand what I'm saying? That is a no-no. That is a no-no. That's sad that we even have to, that this even came up because now you got to look at it as the olders. Some of y'all shouldn't have had kids. I got to say that. Because it's not just happening in the black community. I'm sure that it's going on all across the board. But when you got a bus driver calling in saying that she got to deal with high school students, even middle school students coming in, smelling like weed, saying that the parents know that they smell like they smoking weed, smoking vapes, that's a problem. That's a problem. And these are the future. These are the people that's going to be leading the future. And it's because of the parents as being the bad examples, setting bad examples. I was talking about this the other day. These young people need a chance to thrive. We gotta kind of shape their behaviors so they can become successful. We got to get them in a better space, and we got to make some changes. And that would be the first change. To me, if this is, when we was coming up, it was very few people that was smoking weed in high school. Everybody wasn't smoking weed. It was a few people. They got caught in the bathroom and they got suspended or they got expelled from school. Now they catching a bus. It's 2026. The bus driver saying that they catching a bus smelling like weed. Hey, that's a problem. Wow. Josh says, I hope we discuss why people abusing weed more than stigma and smell that comes from it. A lot of these weed smokers be having untreated mental illness. No excuses for them coming to the public like that. Now, I think a lot of people have issues. And I think that, when you have your issues, you should make sure that you do your best to try to, deal with it, remedy the issue. But once you come out in the public, people don't know that. People don't know you got mental health issues. People don't know what you're dealing with. They just, first impression. I don't know nothing about you. So when I get to see you doing things that look kind of, wearing pajamas or out in public smelling like weed or, having, not conducting yourself in the best way, that's all I got to judge you on. That's all I got. That's all I know about you at that point. What they say about first impressions, they last. First impressions are the strongest impressions. So that's all I'm saying. Try to make your first impression your best impression. Always represent yourself. You know what I tell my kids? I say, make sure if you put your name on something, it's representative of the hard work and determination that you have, not the lowest vibration. So I said, don't ever sign off or be a part of something if it doesn't represent your goals or what you're trying to do. That's it. I mean, it's simple. It's simple. It's that simple. But I want to get into the story. They're saying that the Wicked Hop, the co-owner, reacts after cockroach delivery. They temporarily closed the restaurant, the Wicked Hop. They saying that it was a cockroach delivery. If you're watching as we broadcast live, we got some video on this. Let's listen.
That's right. That unannounced inspection coming Wednesday morning. It's left customers face to face with this sign that says it's closed, now leaving many of them wondering when the restaurant will reopen.
The health department photos from inside the Wicked Hop's kitchen. So when you see this photo, what goes through your mind? Are drawing a strong reaction.
Grossed out for sure. Is that one big cockroach there?
That's some extra protein that I don't want it.
2 cockroaches found inside the Third Ward restaurant Wednesday morning. One in the basement, another in a trap in the kitchen. The discovery during a health department inspection. Co-owner Miles O'Neill says that inspection was unexpected.
It was unscheduled. The inspector came by yesterday, found a cockroach in our kitchen, and restaurant was shut down as a result.
O'Neill says in 22 years, the Milwaukee favorite has never been shut down for a cockroach issue, saying that construction along Broadway Street is to blame.
They were working on the streets just last couple of weeks, and so that can always be a little bit of an agitator for some little critters out there.
The health department's report says there's a large gap at the base and side of the back door leading to the trash area, which could be the source for the entrance of insects or rodents. On Thursday evening, while staff were cleaning, we caught customers trying to get inside for happy hour, only to find the doors locked and this closed sign. Some find the closure unnecessary.
People need to work. People need places to go and spend their money if they have it, and I think it's really cruel of the city to overreact like that.
Others say it's enough to bug anyone's appetite.
There's no way I would eat there.
All right, so this is the worst publicity that you could get. A roach in the delivery. Hey, look, I may not stop over there. I think I've walked past. This is downtown, and he's saying there's construction. But hey, if I'm looking for new places to eat and I'm looking at this, I'm definitely not stopping through. I mean, hey, I don't know if you can, it's always ways to kind of explain, like the Clintons, with Epstein. It's always ways to do some PR. It's always a way to spin it. But I don't know if it was the construction or was it, because that was a big cockroach. That cockroach was eating off something for a second. I mean, it looked healthy. So I don't know. Keep your head on a swivel. Just try to keep your head on a swivel. Because Andrew, when you doing to put the fork down, maybe it's time to put the fork down.
Yeah, I think a lot of people should put the fork down, especially if there's cockroaches around.
Hey, when we come back, we'll have more conversation. Truth Nation, stay locked in.
listening to the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
In 1987, the Bucks took on the world and changed basketball forever.
At stake, basketball supremacy in the United States.
Bucks versus the World, narrated by Charlie Behrens, is the new season of Behind the Bucks podcast, presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. It's the untold story of the 1987 McDonald's Open, when the Bucks became the first NBA team to face the Soviet Union. Listen now on Bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
Hi, this is Sherwin Hughes from 1017 The Truth, and I want to talk to you about something bigger than just buying a house. I'm talking about building a legacy. Owning a home isn't just about four walls and a roof. It's about giving your kids a place where memories are made, where birthdays are celebrated, and where they always belong. It's about planting roots, knowing your neighbors, waving from the porch, and being a part of a community that feels like family. If you've been renting and wondering if home ownership is even possible, Axe Housing is here to work with you. An Axe Housing coach will help you create a plan, a budget, and move step by step toward owning a place you can truly call your own. They've already helped over 4,000 families become homeowners, and many are paying less than they were paying for rent. Don't let where you are today stop your families tomorrow. Start your journey at axehousing.org. That is ACTShousing.org. Your legacy begins at home.
Experience, knowledge, and results. That's what really matters when you need help after a serious truck accident. You'll need a lawyer experienced in fighting and winning for people just like you. Gruber Law Offices has the resources, strong track record of success, and a team of experienced lawyers to take care of your needs. We've successfully helped people injured in big truck accidents for more than 35 years. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
The road to the championship ends here. The best of the best, the City Championship Gold Division. One game, one title, one team raising the trophy. After a season of battles, buzzer beaters, and unforgettable moments, it all comes down to this. Who's built for the pressure? Who's ready to make history? Listen live on 1017 The Truth and on the Truth app, your home for City Championship basketball.
Ready to move? Find your next home with Odom Investments and Property Management. Beautiful rentals, great locations, and professional service. All the way Odom Way. Call 855-ODOM-WAY. That's 855-ODOM-WAY. Or 855-636-6929. Your home is waiting.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, the Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Hello, this is Tory Lowe from The Truth at Educators Credit Union. Your money is powered by purpose. Educators Credit Union, community advocates driven to uplift the Milwaukee community with donations to local organizations such as Milwaukee Tool, the library, and sponsorships of events large and small that take place right here in our own backyard. Make the switch to ECU.com. That's ECU.com. Insured by NCUA. Membership eligibility required. Also, the award-winning 1017 The Truth proudly celebrates Black excellence in the most monumental moments in our history. All month long, we're honoring the voices, the stories, and the achievements that have shaped our past, empowered our present, and continue to inspire our future. Tune in to Dr. Ken's Trivia, spotlighting powerful facts and moments you need to know, and Tory Lowe, our voices, our stories, amplifying the perspectives and lived experience that define who we are. Tune in all month long as 1017 The Truth uplifts the legacy, brilliance, and power of Black history, because Black history isn't just history, it's happening every day. 1017 The Truth celebration of Black History Month is proudly sponsored by Educators Credit Union and Tayback Law. Hey, look, there was a story that I wanted to get to before the end of this week. We got to head over to Washington, D.C. Remember the story of the daycare owner who shot her husband over molesting the children or accusations of molesting the children. She shot her husband. This was a couple years ago. This was, I think when we first started the Tory Lowe show, this was out there. Well, they're saying that this daycare owner who shot her husband over child molestation accusations was released from prison early. And she says she don't regret it. If you're watching this, we broadcast live. We got video on this. Let's listen.
Shantiri Young has been released from prison and is now living at a halfway house in D.C. You may recall her former married name, Shantiri Weems. She is the Baltimore County daycare owner who shot and wounded her husband in a D.C. hotel room. She had just learned he was accused of sexually abusing children at her daycare. In November of 2022, she pleaded guilty to aggravated assault. The judge sentenced her to 4 years in prison.
I thank everybody for the support that they have given me. It has really helped me get through my prison sentence, and I'm just really thankful for that. I'm just looking forward to rebuilding and giving back to the community like I was before.
Young may remain at the halfway house until her sentence is completed in December. She has divorced her husband, James Weems. He is serving life in prison for child sexual assault.
Tonight, hey, look, let me tell you something. She was running the daycare and he was dealing with the kids in a certain kind of way. That was her reputation. I mean, a lot of people feel like they supported that situation. A lot of times when you messing with kids, all bets is off. You know what I mean? It was even talk that castration should be involved as a penalty for messing with kids. Maybe they need to, if you can't stop, you need to get it chopped. And you're not going to find too much empathy from people when you start dealing with kids. That's why this whole Epstein thing is a huge deal. That's why this whole Epstein thing is because it's involving children. This is why we want to make sure that we get everybody. And a lot of y'all letting y'all political ideas get in the way of y'all judgment. I mean, y'all want one person to go down, but y'all don't want their extras to go down. I want everybody to go down if this is the case. Everybody. You don't take no sides when it's a little baby involved. A lot of y'all bought it out. You know what? It's Friday. I ain't even finna go push the high blood pressure button. It's Friday. We finna get up out of here. We finna have a fun, safe weekend. But I'm gonna tell you this: a lot of y'all let y'all gang affiliations, donkey elephant gang affiliations, overlook the fact that it don't matter who it is if they messing with kids. Like this woman in D.C. This was her husband. This was her husband. She came out with the pew pew. He lucky to still be alive, but he's serving time in prison for messing with these kids. And she had to serve a little time. She get out early. I bet you they was like, okay, you're going to serve a couple years, 4 years, and we going to let you. She, a lot of even probably the people that the jury, people understand, it ain't, you ain't supposed to be really trying to take nobody's life. But I understand. I understand why this happened. Also, there's a story that I wanted to talk about. Right here in the city of Milwaukee, police seek a child assault suspect. They're looking for a child that was, somebody that's a suspect in a child sexual assault. If you're watching this, we broadcast live, maybe you know who this is. Maybe y'all may be familiar. We got some video on this. If you're watching this, we broadcast live. Let's listen.
It was around noon this past Saturday when court filings say a 13-year-old walking home from the Washington Park Library was targeted by a predator. Milwaukee police say a man approached the child and began to sexually assault her. And it was with the help of surveillance cameras like this one here at the Washington Park Library that police say could have captured a possible suspect in the case. Milwaukee police shared this video with the public on Friday, asking for help identifying and tracking down the person they believe is responsible. They described him as a man between 5'6" to 5'8", with a slender build and medium-length curly black hair, adding the suspect also has an uncoordinated walking pattern. According to newly filed search warrants obtained by Fox 6, the surveillance video shows the suspect blocking the child as they tried to get away, and then later following the 13-year-old as they ran back to the library. Court documents show investigators filed 3 warrants for DNA samples on 3 men, including one who was a registered sex offender nearby, to see if they matched the suspect in this case. However, those were filed just 2 days prior to MPD's call for help on Friday.
Okay, so the babies can't even go to the library, right? You mess with somebody that's trying to, go to the library, get her education, and now you trying to creep up on the kids that's trying to do the right. See, this is where I say we as a community, if anybody know who this is, if, somebody know, it's a small city. Somebody know who this is. It could be your uncle. It could be somebody that lived down the street. Andrew, for those that's watching as we broadcast live, get it to the point where they show the video of this guy one more time for those that are watching as we broadcast live. Kind of pause it right there on the guy that's involved in this. Let's see if we can get somebody, if they watching, if they ever share the video of the show. Let's make sure that we have, we can have this up where if you knew who did this, who this guy is, let's get these pedos, let's get these predators off the street quickly. Let's get these pedos off the street. Look at this. Y'all, this was a couple days ago. I mean, Milwaukee is small. Milwaukee is small, and, somebody done seen this person walking around the neighborhood. Somebody always looking out the window. I'm going to tell you right now, you think you ain't, ain't nobody looking. Somebody always looking. They just ain't saying nothing on the block. Somebody know what it is. Milwaukee ain't that big. These people know who living on the neighborhood. I remember one day I was living off of 49th and Center when I first came home, and I would go somewhere and somebody be like, "Hey, Tory, I seen you walking over at this certain part of the neighborhood." I was like, "Oh, wow." The other day, they would always, people always watching, and they, they may not say nothing, but like I said, somebody know who did this. Somebody know who this person is, and trying to block the little girl. All right, that's good. That's good enough. Hey, look, like I said, our job is to try to fight against a lot of this this type of behavior. Our job is to try to get involved as much as we can. Hey, to me, this is what we have to do. To me, this is exactly what we have to do, is keep our eyes on what's happening out here with our kids. Hey, this is a sad situation. But look, we also got, we got another talk to text. Somebody chiming in about a recent thing that they had in Brookfield. They're saying, Tory just left the IHOP in Brookfield. People are walking in with pajama pants looking nasty. This is what they saying. Also, we got 5707 in the chat. Says, Tory, I'm 58 years old. I literally got high for the first time last summer riding behind 4 young girls in the car on a summer day. The weed was that strong that he got high driving behind some girls. Oh, wow. Hey, look, when we come back, we'll have more conversation. Truth Nation, stay locked in.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Injured at work, unable to work due to health problems, or denied veteran benefits you're entitled to? Last year, Tayback Law returned over $73 million in wrongfully denied VA and Social Security benefits to people in our communities. Tayback Law celebrates Black History Month by bringing its message to 101.7 The Truth. The team is thrilled to see Milwaukee achieve this exciting new outlet for speaking truth to power. And Tayback Law is always ready to fight for you. Call Tayback for the payback. TaybackAttorneys.com.
It's time to plan for kindergarten. Will your child turn 3, 4, or 5 by September 1st? Learn about kindergarten programs and enroll now. Explore schools across the city that offer traditional kindergarten, Montessori, and more. MPS students enjoy art, music, physical education, along with reading, writing, math, and science. Find out about bus transportation and before and after school care. Enroll for fall 2026 by March 2nd. Get the details at mpsmke.com/enroll.
Real talent is defined by what people can do, not where they learn to do it. So by stopping at the education section of a resume, you might throw away the perfect hire. You might miss someone who has valuable skills to offer to help your business thrive right now and in the future. Because the truth is this: Skills First Hiring helps you see talent others miss, like more than 70 million stars, skilled through alternative routes. When you let their story unfold, you gain a competitive advantage, because hiring managers who start with skills are 60% more likely to find a successful hire. See the real person, complete. See what others miss. Hire skills first. Learn why it's a competitive advantage at tearthepaperceiling.org. Brought to you by Opportunity at Work and the Ad Council.
Thank you, Milwaukee. Because of you, the second annual Truth Community Awards was an unforgettable celebration of the leaders, changemakers, and heroes who make our city shine. A special thank you to our incredible partners, Milwaukee College Prep, the Milwaukee Bucks Foundation, Gruber Law Offices, Steinhoffels, Cousins Subs, and 3rd Street Market Hall. And thank you to our presenting sponsor, Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Together, we're celebrating community, culture, and impact. We'll see you next year at the Truth Community Awards.
This is the Bloomberg Black Business Beat, brought to you by FidelityInvestments.com. Lady Lib Sports and Entertainment is a relative newcomer to the sports management field. Founder and CEO Rashida Liberty, also known as Lady Lib, finds herself in a unique space as a black woman negotiating deals for athletes with teams in the major pro leagues in the U.S. She told Bloomberg to get her project started, she focused on grassroots efforts in her home state of Texas.
I began immediately attending athlete agent days, getting to know the players, sometimes getting to know the players at the high school level as well, so that they begin to establish relationships. So when they are ready to pursue going pro, they remember you, they have a relationship with you, and they're comfortable with you. I also took an approach of meeting many trainers, talking to the media.
Liberty's firm represents athletes across the NFL, Canadian Football League, and the United Football League. I'm Bloomberg's Justin Milliner on the Black Business Beat.
This Truth Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Nazir Spencer. The Milwaukee Bucks are back at it again tonight versus the New York Knicks. After beating the Cavs on Wednesday, the Bucks have won 8 out of their last 10 games. Doc Rivers on the momentum shift.
It makes you feel like you can win. When you lose a bunch of games in a row and the game's just tight, you start thinking about losing. We felt like we're going to win this game somehow. Like you can feel that. 8 out of 10 is phenomenal with this group. With no Giannis, you take that all day.
Bucks tip-off is at 7 at the Pfizer. The Brewers are still in Phoenix for spring training, coming off another win against the Rangers, 5-1. Their next matchup is against the Chicago White Sox. In college hoops, the Badger men's team struggled against the Oregon Ducks on Wednesday, losing 85-71. They take on Washington on Saturday at 3 p.m. Marquette plays DePaul on Sunday at 3, and UWM in their last regular season game of the year. The Panthers ended up defeating Youngstown State 78-65. I'm Nazir Spencer, and this is the True Sports Update powered by ESPN Milwaukee.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Ghetto John Brown, 27, standing for the home team. Neighborhood hero, post traumatic soul scream. Advocate, wanna know how to gift. Whose idea was it to blast a trick? Once they get back in the way, it's over. Ghetto John Brown, 27, standing for the home team. Neighborhood hero, post traumatic soul scream. Advocate, wanna know how to give. Whose idea was it to blast a trick? Once they get back in the way, it's over. Tory Lowe.
Every child deserves a school that sees their brilliance, a place that believes in who they can become. At Milwaukee College Prep, we set the bar high with strong character, high expectations, and academic excellence. Starting early as age 3, MCP scholars continue to outperform their peers across Milwaukee because we believe every child can achieve greatness. And the best part is tuition free. If you're looking for a school that partners with you, challenges your child, and prepares them for college and beyond, visit MilwaukeeCollegePrep.com, because Milwaukee College Prep is where brilliance begins. Also, this Black History Month, 1017 The Truth is opening up the mic to Milwaukee's voices, sharing stories of Black history that is important to them and in their own words. Hey, look, we'll be opening up our listening audience for the voices to come shining through right here on 1017 The Truth. Our voices, our stories. If you know anyone with a powerful message, please contact Tory Lowe on social media or right here on 1017 The Truth. Let's amplify their voices together. Brought to you by Educators Credit Union and Tayback Law. Joining me as we broadcast live, we got advocate author Elizabeth Brown. How you doing, Queen?
Salute, King. Happy Friday.
Hey, happy Friday. Hey, look, we had a huge conversation about marijuana. People smell like marijuana. Judge Borowski at the courthouse brought out
him already.
A situation that we talked about a couple weeks ago, where a restaurant said that, okay, they're going to put up a sign that if you smelling loud, you can't come into the restaurant. Now we got this conversation with Judge Borowski. He don't want people smelling like loud in the courthouse. Then also, people wearing pajamas at Walmart caught a stray, with the bun that caught a stray
look,
this week.
Well, we know Borowski, okay? We done been in his courtroom and how abuse of power. Like, he go to the extremes. He's the one called the city of Milwaukee garbage, trash, or whatever the hell he said back in the day. A sewer, whatever, Again, Borowski in itself, again, need to go do something else. He's another one of them judges who was in burnout. He's always been cocky. He treated B.I. Lamar, like he wasn't a lawyer. We can go on and on about Borowski, but when we're talking about these individuals and what they saying about how a person smell, we can say the same thing about people coming in smelling like dog. You don't know nobody's situation. Who are you to tell somebody what they smell like? You're there to do your damn job. At the end of the day, if they do what it is that they need to do and just go ahead and legalize it and allow individuals to make money, we won't even have to worry about that. But again, here we go in the land of the free, and supposed to be the land of the illusion that the mission statement of America, the land of the free, the home of the brave. Again, I really think it's contradictory about these individuals and who they trying to target with that. Okay, because we know massively Black men, women, and children are being incarcerated at the highest numbers. When you go into these courtrooms, you see all Caucasian faces, the judge, the person that do the typing, the sheriffs. Okay, we know whose body's being processed. Okay, so we know who that shot is against. At the end of the day, the same thing with the pajamas and the bonnets. You see it all over everywhere. Who they targeting? Okay, and again, we really have to be real about what's taking place when we're talking about a democracy. This is a dictatorship. Okay, so now you're telling me that the way I smell coming into your courtroom, because y'all probably didn't charge me with some BS anyway. Don't tell me how I need to smell, okay? Because again, like I stated, I can't see it even if that, because you're dealing with individuals that's inside this system, whether they are living without a house. You don't know what somebody going through. So to go to nitpicking about what it is you're going to do, and we know Borowski. because he had berated attorneys allegedly, and individuals in his courtroom all the time. Tory, me and you seen him in action. How belligerent, how, like his abuse of power in these spaces and places. Again, I think it's an overreach. It always have been. It always will be. And again, this is proven fact that the people need to take their power back.
Well,
because we pay him too.
Well, I'll say this. My question of the day is there a public standard on how people should conduct themselves in public?
If it is, the same thing will go for these judges, these police officers. Again, we can say what we want all day, Tory. But at the end of the day, like I said, what's taking place right now with these instances don't represent a democracy. It don't represent freedom, okay? I don't care how a person smell. As long as you showed up to court, that's what I care about. Matter of fact, if you have an issue... So
when it comes to court, it doesn't matter. I don't even think that... Because a lot of people show up to trial, too. Like a lot of people, they may be showing up to support somebody that's being prosecuted too as well. So you got a lot of traffic, and mass incarceration is definitely really real. But when you hear the conversation, when I opened up the lines, a lot of people had their take on just the smell of just weed or just the way that is going in our community and the way that they're presenting themselves in public. So what do you have to say about that?
Again, people need don't try to tell me what I need to do, okay? Because everybody who talking about these standards, that's just like black women and how we have to wear our hair. I done dealt with that my whole life, okay? How I need to wear my hair, certain dress codes. You have people who don't have a curve or I don't know, a bottle Coke shape. Who wearing a pencil skirt ain't no issues, but when I put mine on because I'm dragging some wagon, it's a problem. So again, I think, at this point, people are overreaching because this is like somebody coming in smelling like cigarette smoke, okay? Do that stop me from doing my damn job? No, it don't, okay? Somebody who don't have a house, who come in, who didn't take a bath, that's musty at court, like... I can see if it was a job and you're representing certain things, but again, the people that's coming who being processed in these spaces, how they're coping. We're talking about the same people who done allowed these addiction centers to close down, people dealing with their mental health and all the rest of this. Now you want to give the poor a list on what they need to do in the same downtown that evicted the homeless and made a dog park.
Are you talking about the way that they did that for I think the RNC was coming, or I think the DNC was coming when the Democratic National Convention.
They had that too, but they evicted the homeless down there and created a dog park.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
They sure did.
So what I'm saying is, if we're talking about ethics and how a person's supposed to carry themselves, again, these are the same people that'll say, Ebonics, we not talking proper English, and English is broke regardless. Who are you to try to contradict something, especially when you're processing people? The way a person come to court ain't got nothing to do with the judge doing his damn job, okay? Smelling weed, too much perfume. I mean, what's next? You can't smile in the courtroom?
Hey, Judge Borowski definitely has a past of controversial comments, especially when it comes to the north side of Milwaukee. So,
period.
Every time he make a statement like that, he's aiming his kind of
at our community,
his attitude at the black community. Yeah, I mean, he's known for those type of comments.
Absolutely. Even when it comes to these clubs that open up and they say you can't wear a white tee, we know who they talking about. When they say you can't wear a basketball, I mean, it was so many things has transpired since I was old enough to understand the processes and procedures. And every time they put these little signs up that you can't do this and you can't do that, we know who they directing it at. Quit playing, okay? Because again, like I said, for Borowski to say that, and we knowing that Milwaukee leads in mass incarceration of black men, women, and children, we know who you talking about, okay? We know who the face, okay? Like, and it's not like that other people don't smoke weed, but we know who being processed the most. So we know who you talking about. And he's always been over the top. Like I said, he's in burnout. There needs to be a time frame on how long these judges can sit in these seats, because he definitely needs to be retired somewhere kicking rocks with no shoes on.
Hey, look, when we come back, well, I'm going to get your final thoughts on the show today, Elizabeth Brown. Truth Nation. Stay locked in.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Thank you, Milwaukee. Because of you, the second annual Truth Community Awards was an unforgettable celebration of the leaders, changemakers, and heroes who make our city shine. A special thank you to our incredible partners, Milwaukee College Prep, the Milwaukee Bucks Foundation, Gruber Law Offices, Steinhoffels, Cousins Subs, and 3rd Street Market Hall. And thank you to our presenting sponsor, Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Together, we're celebrating community, culture, and impact. We'll see you next year at the Truth Community Awards.
Life's better with American Family Insurance, because we know you love working weekends, if it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Hi, this is Sherwin Hughes from 1017 The Truth, and I want to talk to you about something bigger than just buying a house. I'm talking about building a legacy. Owning a home isn't just about 4 walls and a roof. It's about giving your kids a place where memories are made, where birthdays are celebrated, and where they always belong. It's about planting roots, knowing your neighbors, waving from the porch, and being a part of a community that feels like family. If you've been renting and wondering if home ownership is even possible, Axe Housing is here to work with you. An Axe Housing coach will help you create a plan, a budget, and move step by step toward owning a place you can truly call your own. They've already helped over 4,000 families become homeowners, and many are paying less than they were paying for rent. Don't let where you are today stop your family's tomorrow. Start your journey at axehousing.org. That is ACTShousing.org. Your legacy begins at home.
Prizes, exclusive experiences, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting truthcontests.com. That's truthcontests.com.
Happy kids heal faster, and that's why Starlight is dedicated to improving the mental well-being of sick kids across the U.S. Learn how at starlight.org.
Call Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. On Wednesday.
One 1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Elizabeth Brown, it's been a long week. Hey, this is the last show of Black History Month, too.
Absolutely.
It's the last show of Black History Month. But before I get your final thoughts on this Black History Month, I want to talk about Bill Clinton, because Bill Clinton has said, he made this statement in front of Congress. He says that he did nothing wrong in his relationship with Jeffrey Epstein and saw no signs of Epstein's sexual abuse. as he was forced to, answer questions. He said, "I saw nothing. I did nothing wrong."
And of course, the guilty would say that. Okay, this is the same. Come on, man. We already know that what he do best is lie. Okay, I did not have sexual relations with that woman. Okay,
It wasn't me.
Literally. So I mean, again, a joke, an absolute joke. We know that he lying. He know that he lying. Um, I don't know what else to say, King, outside
Hillary
of
said
it
she didn't even
being
know Jeffrey Epstein.
my question is, why isn't anybody in jail? Okay. And I
She didn't
tagged you in
recall
some
meeting him, I
earlier
guess.
too. Because we have, a person that's on the sexual predator list running for office. I think is it in Maine? Don't quote me, Truth Nation, but yeah, I tagged you in something about now we have people that's on the sexual on the predator list who's running for office. I mean, Tory, this is Hell's Kitchen, okay? I guess if you can be, a felon, you can be a predator that's preying on children outright, and you can run for public office too. Because they say even if you on the sexual predator list, you still have the right to run for office. The egregiousness to me, we're in a place in a time where we're seeing everything go. Okay, we have to make sure we stay tapped in with our humanity. Make sure that we understand that what's of this world, that we don't have to be in it. Okay, it's all out of whack. Okay, again, we end in Black History Month on the Tory Lowe show with I don't know, Borowski making this assumption that weed smelling in the courtroom is I mean, again, Tory, uh black is beautiful. Stay black, stay up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, at the end of the day, the more these people come at us, the more we're going to continue to produce excellence. The more we have to stand against these stereotypical um, l- low key. Well, I mean, that ain't low key. That's high key racist, if you ask me. Because again, we know that we massively incarcerate more people than anybody else, and we know who those people are. The majority of them 53206 zip code. We know that the majority of the individuals that's sitting down there at the county jail that come before Borowski is majority those of color, black at that. But with that being said, King, look, it is a powerful time. It has been a long week. Truth Nation, I just encourage you to not get caught up, because we've been programmed for so long to say, oh yeah, you supposed to dress this way, you supposed to do this way, it's supposed to be proper. But everybody that's supposed to be proper and the example of proper, everybody on that Epstein list who have done egregious things don't look like us, quote, don't smell like weed, okay? And these are true monsters, okay? Haven't been to jail. Borowski, they ain't in Borowski courtroom. Okay, they ain't even in court. So again, let's not lose focus. Okay, let's
Borowski ain't
not
made
lose
no
focus.
comments on the Epstein list.
Come on. So I mean, hey. With that being said,
also, I want to get your opinion on the Washington D.C. Daycare owner who went to jail for shooting her husband because her husband was in there messing with the kids, and she just got out.
Salute to that queen.
After 4 years.
Queen, if you need something, holler at me, because I got you. Because again, I don't promote violence, but in that case, I stand 10 toes down with her. I don't know anybody that can hurt a child, okay? She did exactly what she was supposed to do. And I don't, like I said, I don't promote violence, and I do stand 10 toes down with that queen. Salute to her. I hope all is well. I hope the universe bless her with what it is that she deserves in that instant, and protect our kids by any means necessary. And we have to let these individuals know that we are no longer playing about our babies, because again, if they can't take care of themselves, it's our job to take care of them. So big ups to that queen for standing 10 toes down and doing what it is she felt she needed to do. I don't see nothing wrong with what she did. Okay. So
somebody in the chat says she didn't even deserve no jail time for it, but
period.
Period.
That part.
Yeah, that's why I say, like, sometimes
Epstein, I mean, everybody on that list ain't in jail.
Hey,
come on.
Sometimes
Tory.
when it comes to the kids, you gotta, by any means
Come on.
necessary.
Hey, whatever you need to do, at the end of the day, like I said, if they can put her in jail for standing up for somebody that's violating children, but ain't nobody going to jail off of this Epstein thing, okay? Like, we got to make it make sense.
Also, I wanted to talk about the Henrietta Lacks lawsuit. The estate just won a settlement over her HeLa sales.
Yeah. Yeah. Salute. Again, Black History Month. Okay?
At the end of Black History Month, right.
Powerful move. The universe, I mean, things are transforming, King. All I'm going to say is vibrate high, stay positive, make sure that you keep your head on a swivel, be ready to pivot, and continue to watch not only with your physical eye, but with your spiritual eye. We cannot, anything that look logic, don't just go off of logic. Go off of your gut feeling, because a lot of the things that logically we've been programmed to believe that 2 + 2 is 4, that 1 + 1 is 2, and again, it's hogwash, okay? Is all I'm gonna say. Like, that's why we're in the predicament we in right now, King. So, I mean, with that being said, Black History Month going out with a bang. And when Black History Month ends, Black to the future begins. So I'm just here for it. 2026 is up, it's stuck, it's about to be epic, and I'm just glad to be here to witness it.
I'll say this Black History Month, it was powerful conversations going on, and salute to everybody that chimed in, that participated in the conversations that we had. But like I said, Black history is every day. Every day Black history is being created. And once again, it's our job to change our minds, to change our lives, and regroup, rethink, and reshape as we move into the future. And that, I hope that some of the conversations that we had during Black History Month continues throughout the year.
Absolutely. Like I said, where Black history ends, the Black future begins. And I'm here for it. So let's get it. Truth Nation, continue to pat yourself on the back, give yourself grace, give yourself love, give yourself mercy. Because if we don't give it to ourselves, clearly ain't nobody else giving it to us. Hey. So it's our time to shine. Let's get it, King. Have a great weekend. Salute to you for everything that you do. And let's get it.
All right, Queen. Well, look, have a fun, safe weekend once again. We got a lot of work to do, and the community cleanup is coming up April 18th. We getting ready. We organizing for the cleanup. Hey, here we go.
Let's get it.
All right, Queen. I'll talk to you soon. Be safe. Thank you to everybody that joined the show today. Thank you to everybody that contributed to the show all week long. Thank you to everybody that's in the chat. Powerful chats this week. Hey, look, this is the last show of Black History Month, but like I said, as we continue to make history and moving forward, we got a lot of work to do. Y'all have a fun, safe weekend. Keep your head on the swivel. Green don't always mean go. And look both ways before you cross the streets. I love you. Back to Ken Harris up next.